and you see a bird stuck in mid-flight. At the counter, there is a large flagon of mead being filled from a larger tankard. The beer, the ale, stuck in mid-air. Everything around you. Pause in this moment. And each of you, in addition to whatever else you may feel in this moment, also feel an impending fear wash over your bodies, over your minds. Something is coming. You must hide from Mother. Each of you give me an intelligence saving throw as the word Mother rings in your mind like a bell.
This?
+1 to whatever you roll.
6.
Let me just finish.
7.
8. 23.
18.
Whoa.
Nat 20.
Oh, a natural 20.
Terrified of Mother.
Wow, you already got a natural 20. Let's start off strong then.
That's the first and the last one.
So we got a 20-something
18.
garbage, 18. Sir, what'd you get?
I don't know yet. Hold on.
Yep.
I'm just finishing. What?
You're still finishing your roll, Sarah?
What?
You finished eating.
She's new to D&D. Give her a break.
With an 18,
Okay.
intelligence saving throw. With an 18,
-1 is 13.
13. The two of you, we'll start with the garbage rolls. The two of you feel this intense terror. You do not know what it means, but you know this thing is coming, and you must hide. You must act like all of these frozen people in order to blend in.
I can do that.
This is an imperative, given your fear.
I'm a plant. I'll just pretend to be a plant.
Perfect. 13 and 18. Two of you feel this fear wash over you, and it feels intense, and it just obliterates for a moment all other thought in your mind, and there is just this terror of Mother. But you notice and recognize that this feels alien to you. This is not your fear, but it belongs to someone or something else. And you, with your goddamn natural 20 on the first roll of the game,
Love you, Josh.
there is a flash of vision as you are looking around and you feel this terror. You instinctively look for it, look for any looming shadow, because you know Mother is tall. You look, you know Mother is not here. And there is but a flash. And we'll just get underway with the other minion. There is a flash of vision,
That is terrifying as all hell.
and you see Mother in your mind's eye.
Easy.
Oh, man.
Do we all see Mother in our mind's eye? I
Just
don't like
one of
that.
you.
Oh.
Those of you who succeeded on your saves take 1 point of damage. So that's the 13, the 18, and the 23 or whatever it was. returns to the tavern you're in, the Shining Cup. You see countless people, well, a couple, maybe dozen people in here, enjoying drink and revelry. The noise immediately resumes. Cups fill that had liquid waiting to fall through the air. The bird outside continues its flight as if nothing has happened. The five of you, or six of you, five?
Five.
Of you. Keep seeing that chair, and then I count the chair, and then I count Sarah as well. The five of you, in that momentary pause, recognize in each other a similar terror, and also recognize in each other that you were all awake and aware and moving while everybody else in the space was stock still. And now why don't each of you describe for us what the others saw in that moment. And we'll start with this out of two.
Jasper always said that life in the big city would be weird, but I don't know about this. It seems like you saw what I saw too. I saw Mother. Big hammer, hood. I don't know what I saw. Father always said it's polite to introduce yourself. So, my name is Valfer Grasswood, and this is my first time in the city. I wanted to study to be a wizard, but Father and Mother couldn't afford it, so I've learned from nature, and I shouldn't have come here. This was a mistake. Was I the only one that saw anything? Did you see anything? You look like a wizard. What's your name?
It's okay, young one. I can see the magic in you. And you're right, I am a wizard. Name's Ren, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I didn't see anybody. But the sound of Mother is very scary. I could sense it. You see a big, fat
Thank you.
Goliath carrying a stick, looking all cool, shirtless, with some super cool necklace.
Looks like Buddha.
It kind of does look like Buddha-esque,
Jack
you know.
Buddha. I love it.
But he's not supposed to be jacked. He's supposed to be big, with big old tattoos on his arms.
You said a hammer?
Yes. It was a very, very, very big hammer. It was like 4 of me. Maybe even 5 of me.
How tall are you?
I'm not that tall. I'm a halfling, as you can see.
Ah, yikes.
I'm a little stout, I know. I'm working on it. Father says it's just part of who we are, but looking at you, I feel very reassured. It's a lot of body positivity coming from over there. I really appreciate it. Very, very tall. Mother's very tall. A lot taller than I am. Huge hammer.
Well,
Very scary. I only saw it for a moment, though.
don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
Oh, I really hope so. Maybe some of our companions could keep me safe too. Like
Yeah.
you look strong.
Yeah, the light glistens off the chainmail armored X-Tent, or X if you just want to call it that.
X.
I didn't say anything about my mother. I mean, I heard the name before, but I ain't know anything about it. I mean, everything seems slow and get weird, but I mean, things happen all the time. You know, for Lathander's sake. And just a quick little prayer. There's got a shield with the Lathander. There's also like a weird little etching, like thumbs up sticking out from the sun. And every once in a while, I'll have a little conversation with a friend of Lathander, someone I met that got me kicked out of the monastery. Just a good friend of mine gave me the nail of Lathander.
Did you say
I can use
nail?
that to protect it. Yeah, it's a thumbnail. Cut it, made a weapon from it.
What?
I'm scared.
What? Why would they do that?
I don't know, but it's very powerful. I'll summon it for you, but
Oh,
it's
please.
not around here.
Oh, no, please don't. It's fine.
Summon the toenail.
But that'll keep us safe.
Alright. And who else is here? That one?
Oh, the most unnatural snake.
What?
Very unnatural.
Don't know what that was. So you never seen anything like that before. Popper and Popper, Rosie Posey and Lucy Daisy.
Yes!
Crystal Miss, cauliflower, body power, nimble pimple ramble.
Oh my gosh, she's still going.
Poppy, Poppy.
Yes! I'm so happy. Hi, Poppy.
As soon as see someone else with a natural height here. He looks at our fellow halfling.
Yes,
See oh, go ahead.
No, please.
You see a little gnomish lass with her hair caught up in like a crown, but it's all going wild ways. Like you think of no hair, but you put wild and crazy. She is also wearing armor as well, like armor, and has a medallion of some manner of deity or something she's wearing.
Got a lot of devout people here.
The gods will lead us to safety.
Well, I got the heart of the wild wanderer, so got to pay his due as you get.
Wild wanderer.
Excuse me, I have a cat to harass. Or to stop harassing me.
I can't help but feel some kind of sentience. Maybe it's my connection to nature. Maybe I miss my home. It just feels like there's someone else here.
I mean,
But I just see you, and I see you, and I see you, and I see
Feel a presence looming over you, casting a shadow over you as you say this. And the friendly arm of the barmaid reaches over to pour a refill of your takers. Anything I can get you off? We have plenty of food and liquid poison. Ha ha ha!
water.
You got it.
water.
You got it.
Is that?
You got it.
Boiled pickle juice?
You got it.
Oh. That's not in the poison category, is it?
You got it. Walks on.
Okay,
And
then my
lastly-
character also pops up. And it's also here.
No, it's okay. It's just a plant. What
Yeah.
are you?
They're a plant, and there's like little lots of roots that they can use to move around. And they're taller than a halfling, but not that tall. And there's no eyes, but there's a bromeliad where there's kind of a hole in the middle, sound when they talk comes out of that hole type thing. They have lots of fronds. Just little flowers that come out. everywhere. Maybe not when it's blooming.
Okay. Not blooming. Dig it.
I visited, my name's Yarrow, and I also was here. And it was really scary, but I don't know what was scary or what happened.
X.
Mommy claps her hands seeing you and looks really excited. Wow!
X is the plant talking.
Yeah. I thought maybe I was tripping out, but no, the plant is talking.
Whoa.
This is the first time in the city. I'm really confused.
I assumed a druid had seen talking plants before.
Not where I come from.
Where is that exactly?
Oh, it's not close enough. I just want to go home. I came here to maybe study as a mage, but I'm really regretting my life choices.
Once we deal with this mother situation, we can talk about this mage stuff.
Okay.
But they're.
The barmaid returns.
It's a plant.
With your various beverages, your pickled juice water, I think it was, and milk, and various waters and anything else that I forgot that you ordered. But just as you requested, exactly what you had in mind.
Just, can I smell it first and just make sure it's not death water?
Yeah. Why don't you go and give me an investigation check or a nature check.
17 investigation.
Yeah, you smell the water. Scentless. Smells like water.
Yarrow just grabs a whole thing of water and just pours it down the hole.
I was gonna. Barmaid, can I get another water, please?
You got it.
Do you know other words?
Of course I know other words. What would you like to hear?
Anything about mother?
Mother. My mother?
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
God. This is
Actually,
good.
no, make this one a charisma saving.
No, you had it right the first time.
It's not good.
Natural one?
Mm.
Wow, we're getting the full range. Oh, it's
Plus
natural
one.
two. Oh, but it is natural one. Okay, cool.
Two.
Love to see it.
I don't like to see it. Banish you to the hell's dice.
Ask about mother. I mean, like, jerks her head and says, "Mother," and you see a flash in your mind of mother. And take 2 points of damage.
No, not 20.
About my mother? I'm sorry. She passed 5 seasons ago.
Yeah, thanks. I cast mage armor on myself. Spindly looking thing, hammer, mouth in the middle of it.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Mother's fucking scary. I might stop saying that word.
Wait, which word?
Yeah. You got it.
I think he doesn't want to say mother anymore. Is that right? You don't want to say mother?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Mhm.
I just,
Yeah.
Mother.
Aubrey kind of closes her eyes and like focuses on her divine symbol, and she is going to cast divine sense to see if there's any celestial being or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah. Go into your state of enhanced arcane awareness. Reach out with your mind.
Kill it in blackberry lemonade.
You don't sense any of those types of creatures here in this tavern
It's alright.
outside. But please give me
Oh,
an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Alright. This is gonna be great.
I don't stop.
Wow, I won't roll on D&D Beyond anymore. The dice are still going. Okay. 11 minus 1 is 10.
10. You. The magic is clear. There are no aberration, undead, etc. here in your presence. None of the people, none of the creatures, none of the environment lights up with that sort of energy. But as you cast the spell and are looking around, you feel, or actually you begin to see, haze, this magical haze begin to bleed into your vision. Bleeding through the walls, bleeding out of people, bleeding into this tavern, out of everywhere, like a fog or a vapor or something. This awareness, there is absolutely aberrant energy or life or something. Not in your environment, that's clear, but something of that nature is affecting everything you see around you.
Oh, we got to get out of here. She jumps off the little stool and starts making towards the door. There's something bad here.
Do we know where here is?
Very good question.
You do not. Each of you has your last memory of being wherever it is you were. And then you were here. You don't know where here is. These people around you seem to have accepted you into their community and do not balk or at your presence, be it sudden or not. It's a little cloudy in between what you see now around you and what you last recall.
But we do recall things before now.
You do.
But how we got from wherever we were to where we are now is a mystery.
Has anybody been to this tavern before?
Opera goes, are there any windows?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look out one of the windows.
Yeah. Look out, and you are looking upon looks to be like a small community, like a village, having gathered its, likely its full population and that of the local, community, all the farm land you can see. This looks to be like rolling hills in a really rural area, but this little town is utterly festooned for festivities. There are little banners and little lines of flags and stuff strung all over the place. There's people outside. There's people celebrating, playing various games and stuff. Off to one side, you Well, actually, give me a perception check. That's what we do in this game.
Ah!
All of us, or just Sarah?
Anybody that's looking out the window.
I had a thought to look out a window.
Try this one.
Which one?
There you go.
That's
You can use that. We got 19.
Natural 20. Oh my god.
Yeah, she did.
Good thing I went and looked out the window.
21.
Yeah, you just see a bunch of people. What I've already described largely. You see a bunch of people just kind of going about, milling around, having a little bit of celebration. There's some people just engaged in games and stuff. You notice there's a community garden or like local farm that's like nearby, as you can see just outside of the town like square area. There's some farmers out there working away. What did everybody else get?
19.
19?
9.
21.
You don't see much else other than that. Joel, what's your character's name?
Ren.
Ren. Yeah, Ren and X. You don't see too much beyond that. X, you notice that there are a couple people in the town that certainly stand out from the rest. In that there's one that you see that has a number of people gathered around them that is wearing a sort of like backpack and like this weird like headgear apparatus, like this whole like thing like to help them carry an extra load. And that load is stacks and stacks of books and scrolls, like just like mounted on, like they're just like somewhat bowing under the weight of it. Just like dozens and dozens and dozens of books, like heavy tomes and stuff. And what was your total with the natural 20 there?
24.
Fair.
24?
Fair.
No, wait, 21. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
24 with a nat
21.
20.
Sorry.
21.
She was right the first time.
Your eyes are drawn from the main square to the farm, like the vegetable patch that's just not far even from the tavern that you're in right now. There are farmers working away at the field. They are digging away at the dirt with their bare hands, with their feet. One of them is just like being dragged around by the others, and they're just like scooping it out with their like limbs, just like trying to like trench out some of the soil. Behavior is exceptionally odd, and none of them are making any notice of that.
None of the farmers?
They're just going about this as if that's how farmers farm. They get out there and just dig in the dirt with their hands and feet. It is most peculiar to you.
Well, sentient plant.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
This one?
+1.
9.
Again.
Take 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. So
You got
I
that.
didn't get a pencil.
Now you do.
I'm just gonna
wait.
call up
That's
the
fine.
bookman. Hey, bookie! Hey, bookman! Got a minute?
You see as they're like in the distance, like talking to this like group of people around them. They turn and hear like creaking of the apparatus. Just so you've left the tavern though. Yeah, you leave the tavern behind, and just just 15, 20 feet out into the courtyard, you see this guy, and he turns to you, and you see his like long gray hair that's kind of like loosely tied back, and like really like almost white beard, very old person, especially to be carrying such weight. But they see you and say, "You too seek my wisdom, I see. Come, what questions do you have for the most learned man around?"
Well, I think you're pretty smart. What's the best book?
Why, that would be this book. He reaches up, his long arm, holding this great tome. This is a book that I wrote. It's a bibliography it's a summary of all the books I've read. It's a work in progress. The sum of all my knowledge written in these books because my knowledge is too great for my own small brain to hold.
That's the wrong answer. The correct answer is the Book of Lathander. And he reaches into his bag and pulls it out. I don't know if you've had this one in your collection, but you'll find that he is the best god.
I will not say no to any opportunity to read writings of other knowledge. It is the only way that my mind can grow, limited as it is.
Oh, all right then. I mean, I guess you could have this copy. I'll get another one, I guess. Here, you could have it, sir.
Thank you. I will read this and add this to my collection.
Well, I mean, I got an empty spot in my book bag now. You got anything for me?
What suits your interest?
Lathander.
I have nothing on such a creature.
Have you heard of the friend of Lathander?
I have not. Do tell me more.
Well, he's a friend of mine that speaks to me, and only me. Gave me this really cool sword. But, I mean, enough about that. What about my book? You got any books on other good holy gods?
Holy gods. Yes, I have something that would suit you just fine, I think.
Oh?
This book is about the greatest god that has ever lived. Creator of all other gods. Name is Omnigod. I know and I understand that small creatures such as us need to make and worship entities beyond our imagination and comprehension. Again, our minds are pitifully small. Yours even tinier than mine, as I have obviously consumed so much knowledge and added it to my own, while you have not.
Well, I guess that's like your opinion, man. I will take your book. I'm sure this is a satirical book. And throws it in his book bag. You know, my friends were just talking about this mother creature. Do you know anything about mom or something around here? Mama, mother, ma, grandma, G-ma?
No, not Jima.
The appearance of this person suddenly like twists. A look of terror crosses their face, and their voice changes. Is mother coming? Did you hear her? Give me business saving throw.
Can we all see it too, or only him?
You see this take place and hear the voice.
22.
This response is not directed at you. You feel a twisting in your mind, and you shield yourself with this knowledge that this is not meant for you, and you allow this these coarse and painful words to like go through your mind, like passing through your mind to something else. Don't take any damage, but you feel an intense discomfort at the thought of mother and this response. Like, you get the feeling like this is not something to fuck around about.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Bullshit, isn't it? Harold just fucking with me again. Well, thank you, Mrs. Smartpants. Thanks for the book. Hope you get some good learning.
I will continue to learn everything and expand my mind to the written word.
Well, thank you very much. I'll be getting back to my friends now.
Are
Thanks, Bunky.
X, are you gonna look at that book?
Oh, yeah, I'll thumb through it. See what we got.
Like now?
Well, alright. He opens up the book and kind of flips through a couple pages.
Yeah. Like the first few pages, like it looks like just any other sort of like religious text that you would see. Like a lot of things that you would just kind of anticipate in such a document or in such a book are there.
A lot of gods.
Yeah. Some in the beginning.
Lots of the gods.
And go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can I read over his shoulder?
Sure. You can have the help action, or you can roll it as well.
10.
10.
I used the wrong dice. Immediately I thought of 18.
You are just about to dismiss this as non-Lathanderite, you know, just bullshit. When you turn another page and you, Ren, yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
notice as you are reading over X's back, over their shoulder, you notice in the text there is a section that begins with, and in the dark, the knowing one waits and plans and thinks and prepares.
So much.
Does a lot.
Please have more synonyms.
And, yeah. This seems odd and it reads differently than much of the rest of this, which has just been like pretty fluffy sort of stuff. But this like suddenly gets into this weird like catechism or something that is not it. What part of this page does not sound like the rest? Is sort of the game you're playing. You notice this portion of it, and you're just like reading it, just like this is weird shit to be in the middle of this like greater context.
Mm-hmm.
This book certainly might warrant more investigation, but it will take time to read through this, you know, this sizable tome.
Wait. The knowing one, you catching this?
I mean, it's all bullshit. It ain't nothing about Lathander. That's the real true God.
How about I take this from you then?
Well, I mean, if we're into trading books, I'll let you borrow for a little bit.
The only book I have is my spell book, and I'm not giving it away.
Oh, that's fine. You can have for a little bit. I'm gonna sip my boiled pickle juice.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You ain't never tried it?
No. I don't like pickled things.
I'm going to set about giving a 10-minute inspirational speech about the health effects of boiled pickle juice.
I don't know that there's time for this. Let's.
He's always going to start it.
I don't like it here.
It's an inspirational rant.
Yes.
I would like to see if there are any small beasts, like outside or anything that I can speak to.
Small beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. You walk around, you notice that there are quite a few birds and stuff, and a few like squirrels and such that are looking to score some of the food that's, you know, being put out by all the people here for the festivities and dropped to the ground and whatnot. Any of those would, are available, but to get anything different, you probably have to, probably venture out past the town into the nearby fields and the little woodland area and stuff.
Alright, I will take out some nuts from a little bag and tempt a squirrel over.
Mm-hmm.
Or a couple squirrels. Sort of like in a little wooded area if there's any around. Somewhere a little more.
Poppy's
I'll
leaving.
to say, for you. People are so strange.
The little squirrel that you find that's brave enough to let you approach, it eyes you curiously for a moment and then runs up, grabs the nut and says, yes, strange. You're all very strange. I am a very small little creature with a very small mind, and even I can see that you are all very strange.
Are they acting even stranger now?
Stranger than what?
Than they used to.
I don't know these people. I just came here.
Where did you come from? Where's your family at?
I don't know that I even have such a thing. I just needed to find some food.
Wait,
Is it anything strange? Do you feel anything strange here?
is Sarah using some spell to talk to the squirrel, or is the squirrel talking?
I don't know if she is using the spell. I think she's just talking.
I assume you were using a spell.
I'm a forest gnome, and I can speak with small beasts.
Nice.
Ah.
Through sounds and gestures, I can communicate. Well, I
Oh,
guess
through sounds and gestures.
Oh wait, I can use the spell though. I also have a spell.
Yeah.
This
it's
is a
tough,
bull
so
crap.
I thought you were doing G-speak, so. Excellent. It says.
Feels like a very scary place to me.
It says, as you say that it feels like a scary place to you, the little squirrel says, it's mine.
I hope not.
Good. I'm hungry. You have any more nuts?
Eating it. Does she come often?
I don't know.
Are you like me? You don't remember how you came here?
I don't think we're that alike at all. You're so big.
Oh. But we're kind of alike. I'm from the forest too. I'd rather be in a tree than in a tavern.
There are trees to be in. I'm gonna go be in the tree now.
Okay, stay away from you know who.
The squirrel scampers on.
I think Poppy just left the tavern. Should we chase her?
Actually, two people have left the tavern. X left to go talk to the book guy outside
I returned.
and returned, and then Poppy left to go talk to some animals.
Do we stay here?
I don't know. Poppy also said we should get out of here, so I feel like I want to go.
Do you have strong feelings?
I'm really trying to remember the last thing I just.
I can't. How did I get here? How did I get here?
I'm trying to remember the very last thing I remember before I got here.
Yeah, the memory feels cloudy, and as you strain to recall it, you feel like a pounding headache growing. You know that it is going to cause you some discomfort to seek these memories. Do you wish to continue?
Yes.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
And this is
Can
where...
we tell when we're being damaged? Like these 3 points
Yeah.
I lost?
Ah, get out of here!
What is going on?
23.
That's a 20.
Nice.
And the second 20 of the day. Or
No, that's a
first-
third.
Yeah, but just yours.
Yeah.
Your second one already.
Oh my god.
Okay. Tell me where, let me go back. to
Balfour?
my notes there. Balfour? Is it Balfour Crasper?
Crastwood?
It can be, yeah.
Balfour?
Balfour Grasswood.
Balfour.
Oh, with a B.
V.
not a V.
With a V. You had it right the first time.
Oh, a V. Val. Yeah.
Yeah,
Balfour.
B's for Balfour.
Balfour. So, well, you tell me a little bit
Grasswood.
about what Balfour was getting up to. Just in a moment that, at some point, left them alone.
In a moment that left them alone.
At some point. Just give us a little dash,
Yeah.
a little insight into Balfour.
Balfour's really, he has, since he was a boy, has wanted to become a wizard. And Balfour's parents couldn't afford to send him to the city. They needed all hands on deck in the community. To leave is to really damage the people that live in a very small community. You have to lean on one another. Plus, they just didn't have the money to send him away to learn how to be a wizard. And that's caused Balfour a lot of angst growing up, and Balfour would often leave the village, and I'm doing it! I'm going to the city! And then would get really overwhelmed by anxiety and fear, and then just go straight back. And that, I think, this kind of thing would happen maybe once a month or so. He'd get really worked up, and then he'd go, and then he'd be back within several hours.
Yeah.
Phasia, stay down.
Hey.
Phasia.
You should, like, let us.
I was just smelling it.
Yeah. I'll have a couple seconds.
The last time that Balfour, let me see it spelled out. That's still Balfour went off, sure that this was the time that they were going to have the courage that it had been going on long enough. He knew that if you didn't leave now, if not then when, it's just going to be the same thing. And again, anxiety took the better of him. Fear of the world outside, and you turned around and started returning home. And your feet, carrying you back, suddenly became very heavy and slow, like you're walking through mud in a dream or something. And you found yourself paralyzed. Creature behind you, craning to look back, but your neck muscles won't turn your head. A tall presence. Smells strange. Let out this strange, like, hissing and clicking noise. And everything went dark.
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. No, I left my home, and I go back, and I leave, and I go back, and I leave, and I go back, and I always leave, and I always come back. I didn't come back this time. I woke up here. The last thing I remember was being attacked. A creature. I felt slow. I don't know what it was. It just smelled bad. It was terrible. But hissing, clicking. I've never heard of anything like that before. And then I'm here, Did this happen to you? How are you here? Why are we here? I want to go home.
Calm.
Are you guys in the tavern?
Yeah, we didn't like.
Well,
I have come back to the tavern. I reckon.
It's Valfer. It's okay. I don't remember how I got here. So the fact that you does means you got some strong brain shit.
Thank you. Mama said that to me too.
Yeah.
I had real strong brain shit.
Mama knows.
Mama knows best.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, everybody.
Let's get out of here. We'll get you home. Come.
My life in 2 pieces.
This is 22.
22.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Dirty
12.
12.
4.
Or dirty 19.
11.
This is gonna really suck when it's ones. It's gonna roll soon.
Everybody who rolled lower than a 10 takes a sloshing of ale and 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a carousing person in the tavern says, "Happy Sentience Day!" and like falls back into the table, knocking your table astray, swinging an arm into, I think you rolled really poorly,
Yeah.
into plant, into Yarrow, Marrow.
Yarrow.
Yara.
Yarrow.
Into Yarrow.
Happy what day?
Push him off.
Sentience Day.
Sentience?
Yep.
Slow down there, champ.
I'm not even started yet. And he gets up. I'm gonna go poison myself some more. Pour me another. And he runs up back up to the bar to get another drink.
What happened to me?
You got
You took 2
Stepped
points
on.
of damage as a flagon was swung wildly as this person fell, and you took a little thunk.
Got it. 2.
You're okay there, green one.
I'll live.
Can we get out of this tavern? It's freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah, I just want to go home. I don't
Alright, if
even
you
know.
soak a rag in pickle juice and wrap it around your head, it'll make you smarter. Pickle enemas are the only thing that gets you through the week. He continues his 10-minute rant as we walk outside.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely be wrapping that up as leave the tavern if you want. What are the benefits they get?
Everyone who had to listen to my rant will receive an additional 6 temporary HPs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
What?
You got 6 temporary HPs until
Little
you take a
shield.
short rest. Yeah.
Little shield for you. Not to be confused with shield. A spell.
And look, you even feel more invigorated listening to me talk about pickle juice.
So before you get hit, take those away.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, this is good.
What's good?
My 6 temporary hit
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
You have
Plus-
to take a sip of the pickle juice to actually get the
Ooh.
6 HP.
I lick it like a cat.
I'm gonna tell.
nice. Yarrow, you feel your pH levels getting fucked.
I'm gonna tell them outside might not be better because people out there are being weird.
Oh, what do you mean
It's affecting the
weird?
animals too.
Well, I talked to a book man and he seemed just fine. Completely normal. Although I'm really regretting giving him my book now. I need that book.
Well, look at the farmers. They're out there digging in the dirt with their hands and feet. They're not doing anything. They're just messing around in the dirt and carrying each other around like a plow.
And the squirrel I talked to didn't remember how it came here either.
I'm starting to think this whole mother thing is just made up. They're just messing with us.
I've seen it And can we stop saying that word? Like, next person that says it gets punched.
Can I say Meemaw?
I am really tempted to punch you. M, if you need to.
Aim. Aim it is.
And the squirrel also was afraid of the scary.
Ah. Fuck.
Was afraid it was coming.
I remember how I got here. I just don't remember what it was that did it.
Well, was it the thing you saw before?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it. I just heard hissing noises and felt tired. Really tired. And then I was here.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I don't know how I got here. I will try and think back to the last time I could form an actual memory.
You can tell the city.
Nat 20 for a 17.
Why don't you, Extant, share with us a little bit about a little moment from Extant's past, well, most recent memory, in fact, that left them alone at some point.
See, the last thing I can remember is I was practicing with my weapon, and then I sat down to say a prayer to Ethander at the local shrine, and that's the last thing. I just remember looking at the shrine and praying.
Remember looking at the shrine, praying. I think that's the last thing you recall until you remember opening your eyes as your prayer ended, seeing a shadow cast over the shrine from behind you. A tall figure standing not far behind you. You see their head, the shadow of it, like a mass of draping snakes or something, twisting and writhing. And you feel as if you're going to stand up and turn around. You can't. You're frozen to that spot. Your body paralyzed. And then everything goes dark.
I guess I just prayed too hard. But there was something I saw, some undulating head or something. Maybe full of snakes. Very tall, behind me.
You guys step out of the tavern, they're discussing this, and X shares their memory. You feel the lethargy pass over you, and you see, at first you hear, you hear whisper of countless people in the town. Hear it coming from the tavern as well. Mother's coming. Mother's coming. Mother's coming.
Don't like
And then they
this.
freeze.
I freeze in place.
Sure. I
Yeah, I'm
freeze.
gonna sink all my roots in and just hold still.
I pick up my honey Valford and like just freeze.
You pick him up
Yeah.
and just cuddle him?
Cuddle him and hide him. Hide him underneath my folds.
I probably would have resisted that, but I am so terrified that I'm just like frozen solid. Do not want to move.
Poppy?
I dive into a nearby bush to be hidden.
Fantastic. You all hide, coming as still and as quiet and unmoving as possible, blending in with the strange surroundings and the people of this strange place. You, again, feel this fear washing over you that is not yours. And you begin in this moment as whoever is the owner of this fear is preoccupied with it. You feel a loosening of a burden that you did not know you were carrying. You feel suddenly lighter in your mind, if not in your body. In the face of each of your fears, or rather, how do I say this? For each of you, when you are face to face with your fear, how do you most often deal with it? Which strength of yours do you call on to deal with things? May that be like a barbarian of might, like say my strength is, or I face my strength or my fear with my strength, and I go at it head on. Somebody who is more circuitous might say, I use my cunning or my dexterity to slink around the danger and search it out and understand it. You know, how does your character cope or address fear, generally? Think of it, of course, in this mechanical game we're playing, in the context of one of your primary attributes. This is an opportunity, of course, to metagame a little bit, but also just to play your character a little bit. This will be the tool that you mentally use in this moment to help yourself steel yourself and learn what you might.
I definitely use my brains, think through the problem, know what's real, know what's not.
Fear's
Investigate.
the mind
Fear's the mind killer. I know that one. Ah,
killer.
Doom.
You make an intelligence saving throw.
Jabal.
Click on Jabal.
There we go.
Should this be a saving throw or a check? This would be more of a check, because this is not something that you're trying to save from, but an opportunity you're trying to take advantage of.
19.
Nice.
When I'm facing a fearful situation, I try and persuade them. And if that doesn't work, that isn't working, I intimidate. Say, hey, you don't need to do that. And if they start to get in my face, I say, hey, if you do that, I'm going to do this. You know, and I show them my fist.
Give me Charisma save.
It's very.
Saving throw or?
Check. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for the correction.
9.
It's a poor roll. Remember that one time you rolled like 80 20s in a day?
I know. I did like ones also. It was a very extreme.
Any other responders?
I think with Valfer, when he is painted into a corner and he doesn't have the option to run and he has to face his fear, he really
Running could be the choice, also.
Valfer at his like best
Mhm.
when he's facing his fear is kind of looking inward and trying to find peace, trying to find serenity, trying to remember the sayings that his father would share with him to calm him down. He would seek inward and look for that wisdom to try to ground himself. And I think in this situation, he would typically run, but because he's seen everybody freeze, he's probably going to try to look inward
Mhm.
and try to find that wisdom to help calm himself down.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a wisdom, sounds like.
Yeah.
Check.
15.
Nice. Looking for Yarrow and Poppy's response.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Sarah. Yarrow tries to just be friends with everyone and be nice to everyone and make them like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disarm, like, yeah, it's someone or something threatening you, most likely it's a misunderstanding or some way you can work through it.
Yeah. Or
Best
like,
way is to address the problem.
yeah. Just try to
Charisma check.
schmooze them. What?
Give me a charisma check.
This one?
Yeah, that one plus 4.
plus 4 or plus 6?
4. It's not a save. It's a check.
Okay. 12.
Well,
You've rolled like 5 8s.
Yeah. I'll use a
Maybe
different
use a
die.
different die.
Okay, Poppy usually tries to use her force of her unrelenting optimism to rally others or herself as well to face whatever is in the way. Because, it's gonna be alright in the end.
yeah. Right.
Sounds like
The end may be you being mulch for other living things to grow.
I mean, no luck.
Yeah, so which of the primary stats do you want to associate that with? Charisma, maybe?
Well, like the rallying effect I associate more with charisma.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Charisma check.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to word it because you specified that she was alone in her fear, but usually it's,
Yeah, sure.
13.
Also, I'm gonna need a bathroom break.
Yeah, we'll pause here just a moment for our dinner break. We'll just go through this moment as
Because I
everybody
lost 2.
whispers. You hear the growing whisper of "Mother's coming," until they all freeze and go quiet. You feel the fear in your mind amplifying that same moment. You feel that fear does not belong to you, and whoever it does belong to is distracted by it. One of you is also very distracted by that fear. Did not do great on your roll, if I remember correctly. The rest of you, however, a momentary insight. This fear of Mother. You hear Mother's footsteps. Stepping in a place not on the dirt and gravel and earth and grass and wooden floorboards of this community, and somewhere else, on something else, Mother is walking. You don't hear words, but you hear her chastisement. Do not play with your food over long. And a moment later, life returns to the community. And that's where we'll take our little break. And I thought you were just interested in the game, leaning forward so attentively.
Do not play with your food
Over long.
over long.
Now I'm confused.
I mean,
Josh seemed like he got a great insight.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I had insight
But I
into
don't
it.
think Valkyrie's gonna get it.
You know, my character's a 5 intelligence. Actually,
Yeah.
1 point dumber than Greg.
5 intelligence?
5.
Now it is. Ah!
Oh my god, I forgot you.
Sarah, sounds like you're back.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody can hear it.
And you can hear us.
I can.
Yes. You're welcome to come by and get some pie.
Yeah, come here, Sarah.
Be there in like 2 hours.
Yes.
See you then. So we will resume the game. You all had, or at least most of you, just had an insight into the experience whoever owns this fear of mother, this seeming rider in your mind or something. And then there's X, who did not, and is just scared of mother, just doing his best to lay low and be still
Wait,
and
me and
quiet.
you, I only had 9.
Oh yeah, you as well then, and you failed as well. So yeah, you did not get this insight either.
Okay.
The rest of you heard this admonishment from a deep and powerful voice not to play with their food over long.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
Does this feel like the way you searched it? Does this feel like it's something writing in my mind, or like I'm in somebody else's mind?
Something's writing in your mind, but as they are preoccupied with this fear in this moment, that connection might just go 2 ways a little bit.
Are we dreaming?
Am I too terrified to respond still, or?
The moment passes and activity returns to the village, and the immediate terror of mother also diminishes.
Somebody pinch me.
Pinch?
Mr. Wren, sir? Could you...
Ow!
Yeah. Can you put me down?
Oh, shoot, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Valver, sorry. Just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Yeah. Consent's important. Just check in next time.
No,
Y'all feel,
apologize.
y'all feel that unshakable fear?
No.
I was struck with something just dumbfounded, shaking in my place.
I felt it, but I didn't want to get the best of me. And, well, I heard something too. Did anyone else hear us talking?
Yeah.
Did something about not
We
playing with
need
food?
several more participants in the ground fruit eating contest. Is that you, Lucky Five? You see somebody standing just like addressing you all. Like behind them you can see there's like a large table that's been set up and there's like several people who are like in chairs, like they have like these like large bibs. And they're like getting ready to feast on something. It's not prepared or set in front of them yet. Who is brave enough to compete?
The voice said, "Don't play with your food."
I mean, I am pretty hungry.
You will have your fill and more, my friend. Step up to the seat.
I ain't afraid. I ain't no scared.
I don't eat plants.
What are y'all
Really
serving?
messed up.
Ground fruit.
I don't think I've ever had ground fruit before.
Come on, everyone's had ground fruit.
The ground fruit.
Take a look.
Like the
It's
the
coming out
peaches.
now. They are pulling out. They
Those are
see
stone
somebody come out
fruit.
with like this little cart. They're pushing. They have a couple dozen like melons of some kind loading up on the cart. Kind of like green. You can see there's kind of like a tan, like sort of lines, striped lines going across them. Set one in front of each of the chairs. There are 3 empty chairs. Last chance.
I think it'll help me get my mind off this. Save a seat for me.
You got it.
Are any of the townspeople sitting down to eat?
Yeah, there's like 7 townsfolk that are there, like getting inside. You can see like people. There's like some people there, some friends and family of the people who are participating, like cheering them on and stuff, like getting them all hyped up. One of them says, "I enjoy eating the fruit of the ground."
Well, I mean, all fruits from Lathander. That's good eating for me.
You take your seat up on the
Yeah.
at the table. Anybody else participating in the ground fruit eating contest?
I have no interest.
Y'all afraid. Y'all
Do
scared cats.
I recognize the fruit?
Give me what do you, give me a nature check.
13.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, do I recognize the fruit?
Give me a nature check with advantage.
That rolls 2d20s.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Whites and take the higher number.
Yeah. You're special now.
9 plus
Wait.
what?
That was the highest of them?
Yeah.
Well, 9 plus. Yeah.
John, you got a 13.
1, 10.
Plus 10?
Plus 1.
Oh, okay, I got a 10.
Not very wise.
You're not a wise friend.
You both recognize this. You mistook it at first, but it's a common like honey watermelon.
I mean, you heard
Just
the man.
like-
We've all had it before.
A watermelon.
I'm not interested in eating it. I don't remember seeing that at home.
Yeah.
Is there a
Give-
door?
Give me an insight check, the two of you.
Which
Huh.
is
Yeah.
The-
Roll a d20
Yeah.
and add your insight.
Which is.
no
5.
Yeah.
2.
2.
Nice.
Oh, wait, it's actually -1.
Oh.
0.
Minus 1, I got 0. I know nothing at all.
Yeah.
I've never
this-
known
it's,
anything. I'll never know anything.
It's just common honey watermelons. They're pretty. They're practically a weed. They grow up all across the world. Pretty common little.
Okay.
Pretty common little thing. Am I hungry?
Roll for hope.
I mean, we just
you?
ate
I
rice.
haven't-
No, I'm just kidding.
Try and feel for like hunger. You feel. It's hard to tell. You feel more like a little numb as far as like hunger goes. It's like you can't. You might be hungry. You might be able to eat, but you can't. You don't really have like the pang of hunger.
But numb. But
No,
numb.
yeah, it's just like this odd sort of like, just like, yeah, just not sure. It's like, yeah, I can eat, but do I really need to feast on ground fruit right now? Or honey watermelon?
Heard the little one's got the biggest appetite. Come on, get up here.
This whole mother thing is really gotten me.
We don't use that word.
This whole thing has got me really freaked out. I'm not hungry.
Take your mind off it.
There's other things we can do.
Is there an upstairs?
To the village outside?
No, to the. Are we? Oh, we were in the
You guys
tavern.
left
Oh,
the-
we're out of the tavern. Okay. Well, if I'm out of the tavern, I guess I'll eat fruit.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
What looks like the center of the village?
It's this little like open plaza space. That
Like green?
yeah, like there's the common green and stuff, and there's like also this like space that has like a bunch of like large paving stones and stuff set out, so it's a nice flat, mostly stone covered area. That's like the kind of like plaza or courtyard of this little village, and that's now covered by all the festivities, little booths and tables and such, as well as the long table that's been set out for the ground fruit eating contest. I mean, the honey watermelon eating contest.
Sounds suspicious. Okay.
Give me a perception check, everybody, as you're looking around, trying to suss out anything that's going on, any weirdness here.
You say perception?
Yeah, so you're now outside the
Yes.
tavern. You've had a moment to just look around again.
13.
15.
Plus one. I got 7.
No.
Yes. There's some stuff going on that is a little bit odd. You look away from the courtyard and just like looking around before you head up to the table, just kind of taking it in and make sure there's nothing else that you need to be worried about. You hear it first, the like side wall of the tavern, like on like the front doors here, it's like on the side. You kind of come around into view. You see that there are two pairs of people, and then a group of 3, all like maybe like 10, 15 feet away from each other alongside this tavern wall, and they are moving their bodies against each other, and they are making odd noises. And there's one that you notice this first. They're just like all like sitting there, like fully clothed, and they're just like pressing themselves against each other, as if like listening to some chaotic or weird music. Their gyrations are pressing flesh against each other in a not that sexual way. But you hear one of them say, "I enjoy gyrating my flesh against yours in a sexual fashion."
Ew.
Gross.
Their partner in this says, "I find it enjoyable too. Keep gyrating."
That's that consensual
Right
thing.
on, right on.
This is what happens in the city? Does this happen in the city? This is crazy.
I mean, it's happening now, but I don't think this is the city you think it is, so...
Do I even know how to get home?
Hey, what do we win for this competition?
A prize. Yes, a prize is appropriate. How would you like a new
Cigar.
set of armor? We have it right here. You see somebody carving out a like palm new set of leather armor.
It's not my style, but maybe someone in my group needs it. I'll win that. That's mine. I called it.
Excellent. We have a competition. You take your seat among the others at the table. It says 7 other townsfolk here all gathered. They all have their bibs on. You get yours. If somebody comes up to help you get your bib all set up, they bring out a honey watermelon in front of you, and they give you what looks to be a small hammer to open the melon with.
Yeah. I hold it over my head and wait for the sounding bell, and he's ready to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for anything less normal.
I can't take my eyes off of the gyrating bodies. It's the first time I've ever seen gyrating bodies.
Don't look. Don't look. What would your papa say?
Why don't you give me a Constitution check,
Okay.
and you can give me a little insight check.
It's a 18, whether it's saving throw or check.
13.
You hear a whistle. Someone like plays a really sharp note on a little flute, and the formerly known as the ground fruit eating contest, now known as the honey watermelon eating contest, begins. And you see the other participants take out their hammer and just smash the melon. Just start smashing the shit out of their melon until it's like broken into pieces. And they start like shoving it into their face and start like chewing on the rind, ripping and tearing. You can see one of them like just pulls, is like tries to like chomp through like the actual like rind where like the stem of the melon goes, and it's like rips, like biting and like pulling in their excitement to eat. Rips out, like pulls it, see a tooth go flying.
Oh,
How do you proceed in your watermelon?
I am so excited that I have now dropped my hammer and I've just punched a hole into this watermelon. It's like, nom, 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 and like throwing it aside, grabbing the next one, punching a hole in it, putting on a real big show about this. We're definitely not eating all the melons. But
Yeah! There's like a crowd like gathering around, like, yeah, eat it! Fill your stomach with ground fruit! Yeah!
Don't play with your food!
Oh, good.
Everybody freezes. There's a moment.
nom, 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 nom.
Intelligence saving throw.
No, I don't wanna.
X is not.
Yeah, that's better, baby. 24.
What?
You take 2 points of damage
I don't like that.
as you feel an oppressive force on your mind, trying to scour or press any mention of these things that you're coming aware of, trying to press or like pull those from your mouth, like trying to dominate you in such a way that you cannot speak of these things, that you resist it. And you are now more aware than anyone else that there is definitely another mind shadowing yours, manipulating it, puppeting it.
I see you.
The crowd goes wild as X chomps or just eats his way through 3 honey watermelons while the others are still trying to consume their rind. Other participants don't seem to know the rules like you do. And as soon as you finish that third one, you hear the whistle go off again, and you like look around, you see 3 eaten melons in front of you. The rest are still like scouring the flesh and trying to consume the rind of their first melon. And you sit victorious, juice smeared across your face and chest. The bib having caught much of it, but some of it just gone straight through.
Let's get this crowd gyrating!
There is a uproarious cheer from the crowd, and they say there is a like strangely like almost in unison response from them as they say, "We find gratification in this. It is how we reproduce sexually," and they start gyrating with each other.
Oh, weird.
Jumps off the stage, grabs the armor, makes his way back. You suckers, that was so easy. And you all need this? That's not my style. Plant, you need armor?
I don't use that stuff.
I think we should try to get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright. Throws it on the ground.
How do you feel after eating all of that?
I mean, a little full, but you know, I feel pretty good. I won.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Something's watching us, and it's not the big M.
I mean,
Oh, you
the
don't think
entire
so?
crowd was just watching me. So, I know, but
Yeah, it's true. We heard them tell
them to not play with the food. And then, when I was yelling at people not to play with their food, they tried to get me to stop talking. They tried to silence me. I think they don't like that I can hear them, or that I'm fucking with the town.
I mean, they seem pretty malleable. I mean, you saw that. I told them just to gyrate and they did it. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Maybe we should try to tell them to do something different.
What do you want me to tell them to do?
I'm always confused by how people act, but these people seem really, really weird. Do they seem really weird to you all?
It's like they're pretending to be people, but they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in the square continue their gyrating and their public and loud exclamations of how much they enjoy doing this thing that they're doing.
Tell them to hide.
You hear a sound of, sounds like creaking of wood and the jingling of metal. Look over and see someone coming into the town square, trundling in off, from a road that leads just off the ways to a large like manor house. This person is coming down into the square, and they have behind them that they are like pulling like a beast of burden. This like finely coiffed and dressed gentlewoman in this like sort of like business fancy suit sort of thing, but still like doing this drudgery of like pulling this like wagon cart thing. And as it gets close enough, you guys see that it's full of gold coins, like thousands and thousands of pieces of gold coins in this like wagon. They are like pulling it into town, and they set it down, and they say, "It's good. It's good to see the people of my fair town enjoying themselves in such lustful and bestial activities to which we are all familiar. May you all enjoy the revelries of Sentience Day."
Excuse me.
Yes, good citizen.
What is Sentience Day?
It's a day that we, the highest and most intelligent creatures of our world, celebrate our own greatness and our own separation from mere animals who are far stupider than us.
Don't
Can I ask them what the
listen.
name of the town is?
You ask this person?
Yeah.
Of course, dear visitor. May call this Sunnyville Town.
Do we know where that is?
You have never heard of this obviously fake and stupid name before in your life.
So that doesn't help where we are or how to get away.
Is it daytime?
It is.
When does Sentience Day end?
With the day's end, of course.
And what happens after that?
Well, suppose we'll go back to our humdrum lives of living and eating ground and flesh fruit, and then eventually we will die. But first, I am sure we will celebrate many more Sentience Days. Hopefully, we live
Flesh?
years long.
Flesh fruit?
Yes, fruit of the flesh, like fruit of the ground or fruit of the tree. These are the things that we consume to sustain our bodies.
What is flesh? What, like from people?
Like pauses for a moment. Of course not. From lesser animals.
Oh.
It is right for us to consume their flesh because they are dumb. While we are the smartest creatures in the world. It would be absurd if we were harvested in a similar fashion, wouldn't it?
I mean, the man speaks the truth. I can't disagree with anything he said.
Are all the people in this town the same kind of person?
No. As you look around, you see a variety of people. In fact, like your group is an odd sort of variety of people, and you see a similar smattering of sentient folk around.
Ugh. I don't like anything that is happening here. And who's the mayor of your town?
Why, that's me.
Oh fuck, really?
The woman carrying the gold?
Yep.
But who put you in charge?
Why, I am in charge because of my clear superiority to my fellow villagers. After all, don't I have the most shiny coins?
Hey, you know, I ran into this bookie guy and I traded him some books.
The librarian.
Yeah, that guy. I made a mistake.
Oh shit.
I need to get that book back. You wouldn't happen to have one on you, would you? Maybe in that big pile of gold?
No, but money can buy many books, so I, thus, own all the books.
I mean, that's true also.
Where can we learn more about the lesser creatures, animals, and stuff where we can get some of that flesh fruit from?
The nearby village, our enemies specialize in the production of flesh fruit. They, however, covet our ground fruit, which their ground is not good at producing.
All right, cut,
What
retake.
just
Let's
happened
retake.
to you? Why are you two laughing so hard?
I've been putting this stupid game on for so long, like it's so fucking weird. It's like to be in this state of like being in the back behind this it's a weird place to be in this game. It just broke for a moment. Our enemies, they covet our ground fruit. They lack the necessary resources and water to do the job.
Josh is like crying.
Ground can't produce it. Okay, you got it. Oh, I got it. Alright. Okay. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Oh. What's the question?
Oh yeah, Joel wanted to see where the flesh fruit
No.
is.
I wanted to
Yes,
learn
you got
more.
it,
yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to. Where can I go learn about the different lesser creatures and flesh fruit? I think you said there's a light.
You said there is a librarian. Is there? Does that mean there's a? You guys have a library here.
Of course, the librarian's home is a library.
I've heard about them. They don't have anywhere I come from. Could I see it?
Well, you must know and have seen that to prove that their knowledge, they carry their library with them.
He's a
He's right
library.
over there. And you see this old man like,
Carrying all the
like
books.
carrying like hundreds of books, like this, like just has this edifice, like this backpack and helmet thing. It's like all set up to just be a mobile library.
I'm dashing over there.
Hey, I know Bookie. I'll introduce you. Oh, I catch up. Hey, Bookie. This little man's Princeton. What you got going on? And hey,
You seek
come
my
on.
knowledge.
I do. I've never met a library before. I always thought you were a building, not a person.
I am the librarian, and I guess I am also the library.
Do you have any books about creatures and animals? Do you also have any books about the different fruits?
Yes, I know of these things, most assuredly. You've come to the right place to seek knowledge. Gets a book out of this book. He has to like set it down, and, like go up to the top and get this book out of up there. It says, "This sacred old tome will teach you all you need to know about the three fruits." You see this book that just has titled ground fruits, tree fruits, flesh fruits, and me. A guide.
Okay.
Wow. Do you have any books about animals and creatures?
Of course, I have all the knowledge that we have accumulated as a community. I am the keeper of it. Pulls out another book. Lesser creatures.
Do you have any spell books?
Of course. What spells do you seek?
Ones that protect against evil.
Of course. Pulls out a book. Says, surviving the evils of hunger, deprivation, short life, stupidity, lack of telepathic ability. This will guide you to come to terms with all the many limitations that our kind, even exceptional ones such as me, live under.
Did you have a chance to read the book I gave you?
Yes, it was terrible.
I'll be taking that back. Thank you very much.
Here you are.
Your book was terrible too. I threw it away.
That's not true. He didn't
The
do it.
Omni-God will show you to the deep wisdom.
What kind of deep wisdom are you talking about?
Yes, little one.
What's your name?
Mine? My name is Lee Burberry. As this stupid name is said to you all, you all have this moment of insight, just like, obviously no one would be named this. Like, this is stupid. If you wish, you can give me an insight check. Some of you may remember the pain of seeking knowledge that doesn't seem to fit sometimes. So there is, at this point, I think you were all aware, a potential cost to trying to figure these things out. And I think that you, Ren,
Yeah.
with the clear experience that you have had of another mind enveloping yours, you realize that there are places in your mind that are transparent to this thing, and there are places in your mind that are yet hidden from it. So, if any of you guys would like at this moment to prod at this oddity, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
I want.
Oh no. 6.
What are we doing inside?
Mm-hmm.
It's because he questioned the book.
19.
Nice.
She rolled a natural 20
Natural 20
with a -1. You gotta let him know that natural
Also,
20.
how
got
does the
19.
plant creature have -1 on nature?
You know, sometimes these things just don't
Sometimes
make
you don't know yourself.
Yeah. You just have to level up a little bit, and then you can get back to nature.
It seemed like the highest was a 19, everything else was significantly lower than that.
We got a 19.
2 19s?
2 19s.
Oh, wow.
All right, 6.
Poppy, what'd you get?
A 9.
9.
I can't. You might as well just skip. Just fail every tonight because that's what's been going on.
X and Yarrow, there is this like feeling you have of this feeling of like, again, a feeling that is not yours, the feeling that you experience that is humor, like laughter. There is like this bubbling up of laughter as you hear this name, like look into, like think about it, and like try and like feel this response. You feel this like this laughter, in like this mockery of this name, and you know that it's not just laughing at the name. You're laughing at someone else that just made that name up moments ago. This person, you see on their face, this name is as new to them as it is to you. And a part of this like ebullient, like sort of like laughter that's bubbling up within you is the awareness that this is like this like multi-level thing where like you hear this name, there's this level that's like in your mind that is laughing at this name and laughing at another party that is outside of you that just made this name up. There is this like weird like inversion or like multi-level experience you have, and it is incredibly confusing. As confusing as it is for me to just describe this, you are in this moment of just like experiencing this like level and level above you of response to this thing. In this moment, I think that you, Ren, use this moment, this exploration of this name, of this word, this response, to try and find those still secret places in your own mind.
Yeah. Do I find it? No.
Yeah, it's like it's such an intuitive process where it's like finding shade from a scorching sun that's like watching or like analyzing, or in some cases like burning away your own thoughts or intentions. But you find places in your mind that it has not yet reached.
Can I compare the book that I have gotten with the Omni-God book and see if they look similar or talk more about the one in the dark?
Which book are you comparing to the Omni-God book?
The book of Arcane Secrets, and I didn't write down the whole title.
The spell book that you
The
asked
spell
for.
book that I asked for.
Right, you were asking for magic that could help protect against evil. The book was, they are very different books. In the Omnigod book that still awaits further investigation, I believe, there's that reference to something like some deep, dark, void thinker, something, this planner, something that's awaiting the knowing one. And in this other book, you just see like these like long like texts are just like basically saying like things like, as you know, as the most advanced creatures of our world, we are yet slaves to our own hunger and our own bodies, and we must sustain them on the fruit of the ground, the tree, and of the flesh. This is one of the deprivations that we must protect ourselves against. And you learn a spell that is protection from hunger.
Interesting. Can I cast it?
Yeah. You cast a spell and you feel yourself sated. You shouldn't expect to be hungry for at least the next 24 hours.
Did I just use a spell slot?
You did.
Wow.
Level 1 spell.
Do you only get to use the spells so many times?
Yeah.
You have
Um,
2 spell slots.
Cool.
Shot.
You do,
So I can only use the spell twice?
With the exception of a few spells. I hadn't gotten there yet.
You can go invisible. You can talk to animals and plants.
Yeah,
You
Joel
can
wrote that.
teleport.
Hmm?
You can protect yourself. You can mind control, kind of.
Make a prayer to Lathander. See if I feel a presence. As a paladin, I feel like there's usually some connection.
Yeah.
It hasn't really cast any spells, we doesn't know. Just to see if there's. Just sit down, kneel, pull.
Was it you that cast the Divine Sense earlier?
No, that was Sarah.
Sarah's Poppy?
I could do it as well,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't really know what I'm looking for. I guess I'll look for Celestial, because that would be
I
something
think
that.
you can, it just activates for any of those things.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have to specify.
Yeah, I'm looking for my god. This is another way to attempt to locate
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So you burn that ability in an attempt to commune or have some sense of your God's presence.
Within 60 feet.
You also are made aware of these influences within that 60 feet. And you see this haze bleed into your vision. Like first like kind of blooms out of the corners of your eyes, but like fills into all the space. So like this entire environment around you is now like lightly obscured by this like kind of like glowing sort of like dull sort of purple haze. You get a flash in this moment. Go ahead and roll me your spellcasting ability. Your charisma.
Just raw charisma.
Yeah, it's roll a charisma check.
2
Ooh.
plus 3, 5.
And started out so strong with a nat 20 on your first, you get a first roll on this shit. Some bad ones too. So you see this haze like filling in everywhere. This is aberrant energy. There is something in this space that is aberrant, is wrong, and is fucking everywhere. Looking at your companions, better yet, looking at the rest of the villagers, you see that each of them have like a faint sort of glow. They are also emanating this energy, this light, or this kind of haze, like an aura around each of them. Your group of 5 does not have that. But you see instead around each of you sort of like crown of this like weaving energy. You see this same like sort of like dark purplish energy weaving around each of your heads like a crown. None of the other villagers have this.
You know, people in the monastery, they used to bully me a lot. This is bullshit. They're casting some kind of illusion. I'm going to cast command and say, dismiss.
Dismiss?
To try and get him to dismiss the illusion.
So, I want you to describe for me who this spell is addressed to. Or targeted at.
Just kind of yelling it into the world. He's been bullied around, so they've messed him, cast a lot of spells and stuff. He's never really been able to dispel it, but every once in a while can get someone to listen to him. And when they hear the word, will sometimes dismiss a spell enough that he could figure it out. He's just yelling into the world. He doesn't have an exact target yet. Hopefully whoever's listening.
Does this require a save?
I believe it does. Okay. There's quite a bit here. You just want to read it really quick before. That's fine. It does give us some actual like things that you can say.
But is there a save?
Yes. It must be a wisdom saving throw.
It gets an 18 total.
Okay, so it'll pass. The spells don't affect the target, they're undead.
And this is command?
Yeah. Don't take us.
Cool. Yeah. Whatever this thing is, you feel the magic. You understand your own magic enough to understand this needs a target to be used. Otherwise, it would just kind of just be dispersed, the energy of it.
Right.
You feel this magic find a target, but they resist it. And in that moment, give me a charisma saving throw as you feel
8.
As you feel an oppressive other mind just layered on top of yours, almost like smothering it. You feel suddenly as if you've like come out of darkness into light. Like you can there's this blinding moment where you can you see, but everything is just so washed out because your senses are so dulled or so used to the darkness or whatever. There is a moment where this oppressiveness is just squashing down on this whatever you're doing right now, trying to command the universe around you is trying to squash this. You feel I rolled a natural 1 on their opposed check here. You feel this pressure come down on you, and you feel it fall down on and around you, but it has cracks in it. The pressure is not enveloping entirely. It is not strong enough to. You feel in your mind's eye there's this moment where you can feel you're feeling the pressure of a waterfall falling on you. There's a moment where you can feel there's a path through this. Even with that terrible roll, something here left itself vulnerable to you in a very, to it, likely unforeseen way. You can push into this. You will be in direct opposition to whatever this is, and it is not happy with your efforts to cast magic on it.
Yeah, he is going to reach into the scabbard, and as he pulls out what appears to be just the handle, slowly turns into what appears to be a long toenail on a rapier with some infernal writing on it, and the blood drips off. It kind of turns into smoke and like floats off into the air.
Sacred weapon.
Full of thunder.
That's not the thunder I recognize.
There's something. It's fucking with us. I seen it. I seen through it. It's bullshit. It's weakened.
If you want to push through that moment,
Yeah.
you feel that opening, that like hole in the armor, and you push your mind up into that space. There is a moment where you see your companions here, the other four, sitting in a circular formation around you, all on like this like circular bench, each of them with a presence looming behind them, looming so close as if to be nestling their mouth upon their head. You see.
Well, mine has to stoop a lot, so
you see Poppy's there in a little like car seat thing that's propping them up a little higher. But you see each of them in a flash in this moment, in this like this other space that's like overlaying your vision for a moment, and it flashes back, and you're here again.
We're being devoured. There's some like squiggly things, and it's all in all your heads.
As he says this, each of you feels a sudden sharp pain that's like been there, but you just haven't been paying attention to. Something sharp, as if you've just been struck on the top of the head by a pick or a blade or something. You go instinctively to touch, to feel. No blood, no sign of anything.
Do we see him freaking out before? Was that happening in his mind? Like, he pulled out his sword and...
Oh yeah, he definitely pulled out his sword and stuff, and then he had that momentary flash.
This is all fake. These people aren't even real. And just like slashes into one of them.
I've been wanting to do that for so long.
Died! And they fall to the ground.
You just killed Lee Bradbury.
Lee Bradbury falls. The book's scattered to the ground.
He had terrible taste in literature. I was gonna stab into the ground. Like, what do we do? Do we kill each other?
How did you get it? Well, killing seems intense. Here, let's try this. And I punch him in the face.
Roll your damage.
Well,
We have to roll to hit.
yeah, technically.
Unless you're trying to, like, if you're trying to
No,
avoid it.
I'll let him.
You let
I'll
him.
take it.
It's only 2 damage.
Take 2 damage.
Hit me harder.
Well, they're doing that.
Well, if you didn't wake up, that's about as hard as I can hit you. I mean,
Based on his description of what he saw and the flashes that I received, especially that memory of hearing that creature, and I want to try to see if I can identify what it was. Do I have enough information to make a go of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can make a history check or a perception check, I would say.
Okay.
Unless there's a different skill you think would be appropriate.
No.
natural 20. No.
6. I told you, got it's gonna be low rolls.
I think in that moment, like you feel the pressure of resistance against this line of thought, and you feel like this blockade in that direction. But after what Ren had said, you two begin to start identifying spaces in your mind that are in shadow versus those that are exposed.
I'm gonna reach over and just like rub the back of Bulford's head. Like, it was about here, where it was biting. Like this. Rah, 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 rah. He doesn't feel anything odd, right?
Yeah, his head feels normal to you.
I heard that it's nice to get consent before just touching people like that.
He's little, it's alright.
It's not how that works.
As you touch his head, touch Volper's head, you feel for anything strange in this memory of just what you've just seen flash through your mind. And all of you, once again, hear the villagers.
No.
Mother's coming. Mother's coming.
I cast Mold Earth to make a quick hole that I can hide in.
What?
And everybody freezes.
No, that's bullshit. Mother, you get out here. I ain't afraid you ain't scared. I eat your ground fruit.
Feel that same oppressive energy, that mind overlaying yours, try to shut you up in this moment.
You ain't shutting me up.
It's terror, and it's like panic to quiet you down.
Yeah. You're not gonna shut us up.
Yeah, this isn't real.
This is some bullshit.
Go meet your mother.
Mother is coming. Mother is coming.
I got words for your mother.
She said stop playing with your food.
You feel a incredibly sharp pain
Ow.
in your head, physically in your head, and you go up to like wipe it. There's a moment you see blood covering your hand, and then it's gone.
Oh.
Do you guys wish to continue stirring this up in this moment? Again,
Yeah, otherwise we're dead.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's distracted now
Yeah.
because it's afraid of its mother, so it's now or never.
And if they're biting us, we're probably only gonna get weaker or die if we don't do something soon.
Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, same.
now the second question. You have now each found to some extent that there are hidden places in your mind and those that are exposed to whatever is eating you. Do you wish to, in this moment you can feel their distraction and their terror of mother, of getting caught. Do you wish to like make your moment now as mother approaches? Or do you wish to utilize these dark spaces, these secret spaces in your mind to hold back some resistance or organize some method? Like you guys are like in this weird psychic sort of contentious space. You feel, you've come to realize that this is certainly not, certainly a battle that can be fought by you. Whatever is out there, they aren't invincible. You've been able to fight back variously. The question is, ultimately, mother is coming. Do you want to do this now, or do you wish to wait?
Max is pretty heated. He's ready to pop things off, but, you know,
Well,
if someone's got some wise words to calm him.
You, in this moment, I think also, in the heat of this moment, looking around and seeing the crowns on your companions' heads, you feel a connection. You can feel each other's thoughts whispering to each other. In this moment, you can speak, you can share, you think without being heard. Mother is coming.
Y'all, I ain't gonna stand for this. Y'all want to do this now, or wait till mother walks away? Try and get out from then.
Mother wants them to eat us.
But I don't know of another way out, and we seem to have a way out now.
Let's go now. I gotta get home.
But if we go now, we might have to fight Mother as well as whatever's eating us.
I mean,
Yeah, we're being eaten.
the longer my brain gets eaten, the less effective I am at my job.
Now it is.
Should we go on 3?
Okay.
Yep, I gotta go. I'm gonna
Oh.
I'll make my character.
Go!
It's a real bummer.
No!
They're landing right now, so I gotta get up there.
Alright, you go collect your family, I suppose.
Yeah, I know. I should tell them to wait.
Yeah. Take a taxi to Mark's house and I'll
Just
get you
hop
from
on
here.
the mats
Yeah.
and pick him up here.
I'm assigning extent, so he is available.
Hey, Chef, don't do that.
The fuck are you doing? We don't chew on pillows.
Unless they're really, really yummy.
What are you up to?
No, Evan!
I know.
You got us into this mess!
Good to see you again. Good to see you. I know. I really don't want to leave. Thank you so much.
Thank
Food
you.
as always.
I'm terrified.
Some pie with you?
No, I gotta get going.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Fortunately, it's not too far.
No. I made this drive a million times.
If they want pie, they can stop by.
I'm pretty sure after that flight, they're gonna want to go straight home.
Yeah.
And kick these Smoothie's butts. You could curse them with my ability, and then you do an additional 2 damage. And there's like divine smites. Stick to those. Those will get you through much of anything, or most of any
Which
fight.
can you change this character on?
The dead, the newest one, the one that Josh has set up.
A one shot.
Yeah. Or no, I don't think I.
The big cup game?
It's
Yeah.
a helping. Is there actually a one-shot one?
He made one for me,
Oh, gotcha.
so I could make Yara
Yawning.
and
You
something
knocked that
else.
off.
Tired.
Nice.
I've been sitting.
Oh, I got a knot because it's gonna.
Have we?
Right. Yeah,
Only
we
been
know
2
how to
hours.
text to find out.
3 hours.
It's only been 2.5 hours.
3 hours.
All right. Bye.
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 We love you.
Bye.
Shoot.
Shoes are overrated.
My niece, when she was really young, she would just end phone calls with "Love you, bye," because she knows we always say, "Love you, bye." And so now it's just a family thing. Like, "Love you, bye."
Jeez, Simon intelligence.
Yeah.
Makes sense for a paladin warlock.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. And
See
we
ya.
found that sword in a abandoned temple.
Nail sword.
It's a temple to Lathander.
Is this my intelligence?
No, that's your modifier. Your intelligence is 8.
You're an awakened plant. You weren't that smart.
Those are your
Oh, that's
statistics.
fine. So my intelligence is -1.
Yeah, for something.
Yeah, you have like a 9 or an 8 for your intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
You can. I just don't understand. Oh, is the 8 is my like where I'm at on the intelligence score,
Yes.
and the -1 is like when I roll.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get- okay,
she's
got it, got it, got
D&Ding
it.
now.
Okay,
Now we're
continue.
D&Ding.
So it sounds like after that, or before that little intermission, you guys were planning on making your break at the height of their fear.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
come
You,
on and try to kill me,
Many
Mark.
of us are not that
Like we're
smart.
all gonna die.
You sense that this, and rightly so, sense that this is the moment where you're most likely to escape, even if it may put you face to face with Mother. Peisha!
I agree, Peisha.
Hey, let's leave it. Come on.
We don't want to hear it.
And so, you all collect yourselves in the more secret places of your minds, and all at once strike out in whatever ways you can. You knew that, from Exton's, Exton's communication, from Exton's attempt to cast a spell at whatever is controlling the space seemed to find purchase. It seems that there are ways that you can interact with whoever is running this place. How would you guys like to try and break this illusion that you're trapped in?
Can I try to use one of my spells to charm whatever's trying to get me?
Hell yeah.
Yes, you can. Enthrall would probably be your best bet. Wait,
but
is
that
that
would
charm?
make them focus on me?
I mean, you could cast friends on
make
it.
people like you for a minute.
You could cast friends on it.
I
That
would
would make
say
sense.
if you wanted to, I think this is a perfect chance or way to use Enthrall in a little bit more abstract way than what is described in the spell here. If you want to try and draw the attention and distract whatever is running this space, this environment, whatever's controlling it, you certainly can. That will certainly draw their attention to where you want it, allowing you and your friends potentially to surprise them or outmaneuver them. In some
Oh,
way.
I was thinking that each of us has our own creature that's on us.
Yeah,
But are
that's
we-
true.
Okay. So I would be casting this just on the one that's on me? Or would it help with all of them?
You are not entirely sure of those details.
Okay.
X said that they tried to cast a spell at basically the world, the environment around him, and it worked, or at least it found something to target. So you think that potentially there could be two different things you could target that are outside the immediate world, this thing that's running this space and the thing that is occupying your mind are potentially two different targets.
But friends only last for a minute, and enthrall. Wow.
For longer.
Longer? Only a minute? Both of them are only a minute?
Plenty of time. It's 10 rounds of combat.
That's a lot of combat.
Eternity.
Oh, okay.
So what are you trying to do, and I'll help you use the ability to do it.
I just want to make them not want to hurt me.
Absolutely. Let's enthrall it up.
Enthrall? Okay.
Yeah. So that means they need to make a wisdom saving throw. I think your DC sets it at 14.
14.
Yeah, okay. 14, yes.
This creature
Uh-huh.
has a +1 to their save. So you need 13 or higher. It's a
Is
15.
it good for...
No!
So it didn't work?
It did not work. You
Damn it.
feel this energy is released, and you feel this
Unlocking new
ability
levels.
to
Oh, it's the power.
reach out and enthrall this whatever entity is this thing that you had this this moment, and what X explained, this whatever the fuck this thing is that named Lee Braberry in those minutes before he died is the target of your enthrall, and it finds purchase, but they resist it, whatever this thing is.
So did that use up... I only can use one more spell?
Yes.
Okay.
You can still use
This stuff?
Misty Step and Animal Friendship,
Oh.
even
But
if you
I
don't have any spell
assume
slots.
This thing that is so proud of its sentience is not an animal.
That is an
Is that a
accurate
safe
assessment. That
assumption?
seems like a safe assumption.
You're smirking, love.
What?
Is that not
you guys
a
are
safe
figuring it out.
assumption?
That's a safe assumption.
Okay.
what would the rest of you guys like to try and do? How are you seizing this moment against this unknown and strange, oppressive force?
Where was I feeling the pain on my head?
Right on the top, top back.
Top back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip, like directly in the area, just like back here.
Ooh, I love it. Yeah. Is that safe?
No. It's just an action.
It's an attack
It's a
roll.
melee spell attack. Yeah, it's an attack roll.
Okay, yeah, go and make an attack roll.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him, bro! Get him!
What is this?
You get that natural 20.
Damn. Okay. Read for me real quick, Thornwhip.
Create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. You make the roll. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
The natural 20. You feel like with this the whip out, the thorn whip out, and it goes back behind you, and you see nothing there, like in your reality around you, but you feel the whip hit against something resisting, breaks through whatever that thing is. Could we just lose? It breaks through whatever that thing was, some sort of you felt it before, probably, potentially, some sort of arcane shield, rips through that with that crit, and strikes true at whatever thing is looming above you that you can feel now. Give me some damage. So crit, so that'll be the max plus this. So
9.
9 total?
Yep.
Get him.
And it pulls it too.
Yep, 10 feet closer to me.
You suddenly feel as you rip this forward, you feel a figure, a humanoid figure fall over the top of you and onto the ground in front of you. Your vision flashes. The village disappears. You are in a chamber, maybe 30 feet in diameter, the center of which is this sort of set up space with these benches and such around it. And you see your friends, each of them with a figure looming behind them. And at the center of this space, another of these creatures looming in the dim light. The one that you just ripped and flung in front of you at your feet looks bloodied and torn from the arcane whip that has come from your real hand in real life in this moment. You have escaped this space and are now looking around in this strange and very alien environment with several of these creatures and the other 4 people now all still in a sort of static state, as each of them has one of these creatures. You can hear the wet crunch of them biting through bone and into brain, and you can hear this wet slurping, slapping of these tiny little proto tentacles growing out of the faces of these looming creatures. You are free.
I'm going to cast, I'm a moon druid, so with my bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
And is the person in front of me prone?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see an exit out of here?
Looking around, this space it's dim and it is very odd and strange looking. Looking around, you can see that along the walls are various like little recessed spaces about the size and shape of like an adult humanoid. There are dozens of them in this chamber along the walls, surrounding the central space. You see a strange little like tight closed like sphincter of flesh that you think is the most like a portal to this, into or out of this chamber.
How far away am I from my friends right now in this moment?
Each of them, the farthest one's probably like 8 to 10 feet away from you. You're kind of like in the circle, sort of like facing each other in the center of this room, each of you sitting.
Okay. And lastly, does it look like the creatures that are feasting on the head, are they distracted?
Oh, very.
Okay.
And there's also the one in the center of the space as well that is not feasting. Or, is not feasting.
He's drawing the map.
So real roughly, it'll be a nice circular.
Circles.
That's way off over here. And then a nice little entrance right here. This is the sphincter.
And we're all in a circle
Yeah,
here.
you guys were in these benches.
Mm-hmm.
They're all facing the center, and each of you. In fact, if you guys want to get minis out, you can. What?
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 Sorry, crap.
Oh.
Let me mute myself.
Don't mute yourself.
What? Yeah. This one. That's perfect.
You have a plant.
Michelle, do you want to be a green Lego man?
Yes, that's a good one. Can I be the one that's big? Can I be the 3-headed, 5-headed armed beast?
No, it's too big.
That's what you said.
You can be. You do this.
That works.
And these will be the other creatures.
Creatures! Ugh.
And there's this one thrown into the center with you on this bench right here.
So green is plant. Who's this?
That's me.
That's Jared. Joel.
I'm not even close to Jared.
And then there is lastly in this little space one that was also right here in the middle.
Is that Evan?
Nope, that's another tentacle face.
Oh.
Where are the red bits?
Oh, I need Evan.
Can be, or X. Can be right
X
here.
can be there. Perfect.
And X also has a creature behind it.
X marks the spot.
What are the red things?
Other tentacly sucker things. I think these are all the same
there's
creatures.
a lot going on here.
Okay.
We have, I think we're missing so we have
Where's
Shell, Joel, Evan.
Oh, we're missing Sarah.
Oh, we're missing Sarah. Poppy.
Poppy. I'm
Just
Poppy.
For visibility's sake, Poppy's gonna be this
I'm
other Lego
Poppy.
guy. And we'll put Poppy right here. So
It's a very crowded room.
it's a very crowded room. You guys were, each of you were kind of in this like center ring of benches. Then there are, however, 2 of these creatures in the middle that are bad. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should only be 6 creatures in the room. So I think I had an extra one here. This one's not here. So we'll
Okay.
replace this one with this one.
Yeah.
So each of you had one of these creatures behind you. You are sitting on this bench, or at least one of you realized that you were all sitting on a bench, each of you sitting on a separate bench, and facing the interior of the space with a glassy and pained expression on your face. these creatures behind each of you, aside from Volfrith, are right now gently and carefully eating your brains. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. So we became a dire wolf, and just to be clear, the person in front of me is prone. So I'm going to move.
Okay. They can make an attack opportunity if they're prone still, I think.
Okay.
They
It
can't.
would just be with disadvantage.
Sure.
So
Why
they
not? Let's.
can't?
Yeah. Huh?
I'm open to
No,
like,
they
a
can't.
rule correction. if-
No, I said they can't.
They'll make a little swipey with disadvantage. That's a 1. So
They miss.
So I'm getting right behind the guy behind X, and I'm gonna end my
The
turn.
layers.
okay, awesome.
We're back to the layers.
Okay, and you can go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll
Okay.
do that for proceeding around.
You know what? Since how big is a dire wolf? I don't.
It's either medium or large. I'm not sure.
It's large. Okay. Yeah. Never. And the creature.
Do this
What's this?
for size.
Armor of
We
Axis
can.
is
I was
spell
mechanically
that-
wondering if I could. Really big. I don't think that would fly.
We have 3 people. Poppy, how are you going to take advantage of this moment? Are you there? All right, Joel.
This is one of the.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
So my skills
this
are
is cool. Well, you can't attack while you're invisible, but
not
essentially getting away
not
from
allowed
the
out. So I'm just gonna
This
focus
gets
on
you out of
that.
space, so you automatically
That I
focus
felt
something
the sting
different,
before,
which is helpful, and you can do it
and
more than just the once.
I am going to try to swing at it with my gondola.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so we can all see them now?
No.
Okay.
We're getting close.
Only one of you is like broken the enchantment and is come into the real world. The rest of you are still seeing the village and excitement and
Can we
stuff
see
around
that
you.
he's gone? Or is he still there?
Yeah. Yes.
Sick.
Absolutely you do. Yeah, you guys all see
So we can tell
the
that he
thorn whip
tried to
activate.
go-
It like lashes
Okay.
around something that you cannot see, and you can see it just like rip it forward. You see this like spray of blood come out of nowhere, and then he disappears.
Okay, so we know the trick.
Fucking sick.
It's a mind game.
Poppy, back to you.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, so I'm slashing.
Slashing.
Let's see here.
Let's see it.
There we go. Alright.
Hmm. What Mother should have said is
Did I have,
always cast mage armor before you sit down
I have
to
a
eat.
crossbow?
Yeah.
What's this?
Eldritch Blast is a spell that you can do that goes pew, and you can do it all the times you want.
What you
can
got,
do it
Sarah?
as many times as you possibly want.
20,
And it
that'll
does
hit.
do-do?
Yeah, it shoots
Alright.
people.
Shoot.
Plants
I will also
energy.
be smiting with this.
Think of it as you shooting
Do
your
my
pistons
hands
and
shoot
stamens.
it? And
Yeah.
I like fronds shoot it?
However you want to picture it.
D&D Beyond's dice
Give it
are
a
rolling
puff
Like I
of-
can
slowly,
direct
so
it. It
bear
doesn't
with
just
me
like come
here.
out of me in
Okay.
all directions.
Yeah, you
I
direct
have
it.
to Send it in a state. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're D&D-ing, man.
Okay, that's 11 base damage. And then smite is.
Oh, she's cool.
I'm just gonna roll
Fuck.
naturally so that.
Hey, it's 11 base damage, Poppy.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
feel the your blade cut into something you cannot see but knew was there, looming behind you. The blade sinks into flesh, and as you feel it strike true, you begin to channel your energy into the attack. It's not needed. The blade cuts clean through, and your vision snaps into the real world just in time to see a spray of blood as the beheaded body of this thing collapses on either side of you, head on one, and the body slumping back before it falls to the ground. You also are in the real world. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action? or movement. You can go ahead and kill.
Is it ready here?
Yeah, that one's dead. And you can.
Actually, let's replace ready with this one.
Yeah.
Here, give me ready.
The partially painted ones in the game and. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
They look cooler.
No, I have no bonus action build, but I will jump towards one of the ones in the center, or the one in the center, menacingly.
Excellent. You menace it most well.
Wait, I don't have my weapons on me though, huh?
In this place,
Yeah, they wouldn't have.
you must. Because I already said it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. The hubris of the diners is such that the recently acquired meals have not been divested of all their accoutrements, their petty little tools. And you slash. Yeah, that's something I never actually thought about while prepping this today and yesterday. But yeah, you slash through this thing. You find your sword exactly where it was meant to be or expected to be, and now this thing lies dead.
And they learned the lesson of Xerximon once again.
Nicely done.
Sorry.
And we still have in the veil 2 of you. 3.
Do we get to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do the Eldritch Blast thing at it. Behind me.
Okay, let's do it.
D20 plus 6.
Big call over there.
5. 11.
11. They don't have a huge dex, but that is not enough. As the 2 shots, like the 2 of you that are out in the real world see Poppy's
Does
this,
she
like,
get 2?
plant figure that's
Yara.
what?
At level 3?
No, only one
Only
shot.
one
so,
shot, okay.
Yeah. Shoots, did I say 2? But anyway, shoots this this eldritch blast into the ceiling, which like the flesh of the ceiling recoils a bit at this, and then like sets. Anything else you'd like to do? You still have a bonus action?
I do.
You do. What
Can I
you
do
with
anything?
it?
Or our bonus actions only
You
certain?
have.
You can misty
Oh, wait,
step.
I was looking at a different one.
But I'm still in the fake
Like
world, so that doesn't seem like it would help.
Psychic, that's alright.
I don't know. You can ask your DM if misty stepping would help you.
Would Misty Step
This
help me?
step could absolutely help you.
Really?
Yes.
Even though I'm not there?
So you, at this point, you are aware that you are in an illusory space.
Mm-hmm.
You, this spell typically requires you to see the cast it.
Like I have to see where I want to go.
Yeah. So because you know that you're in this illusory state, like this, casting it in the illusion is probably going to just move you around within the illusion.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Exactly. You've noticed that in those moments where there is a sharp, like, intrusion from this creature into your mind or an experience of its own fear, you're able to, like, have glimpses, or your party has mentioned, like, having glimpses of this other place. I would say this typically wouldn't work, but if you're willing to potentially experience one of those, a little bit of pain, you can push through the illusion and try and like cast this into the real world.
Okay. Yeah. I
So
wanna
it's
do
like
that.
basically either you can do this now, expend this resource, and maybe get hurt for a chance to succeed, or you can maybe just like wait till next turn to try something more basic again, or wait for your party to try and help you out or something. There's sorts of like either like aggressive or more passive choices you have there.
Well, I've already tried 2 things that have failed, and I don't want to use up all my things in ways that might not work. So maybe I should just. But also, I feel like I'd be pretty desperate. I just want to try anything that might work. So, could I try to do it like just go behind Because, like, I know at this point that I'm somewhere else and that this creature is behind me eating me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just try to, like, Misty step behind them? Or do I need to, like, see?
Yeah. You try and, like, brute force, like, you realize this is the moment, you still feel the, like, terror of mother coursing through the mind of whatever this thing is. And then you feel that fear of, like, this thing is just like, oh shit, we're losing control of this and mother's coming. Like, they're more afraid, like, one of these things is just seeing one of its companions die, still more afraid of mother. And in this, like, this terror and stuff, you just, like, try and punch through it in its distraction. Just give me a charisma check.
Charisma?
Plus
This is
4.
just your sheer will, your intent and desire to survive versus this thing.
18
Plus 4.
plus 4.
There's
22.
a moment where your vision, like, flashes and, like, the beat of your heart, like, you see, like, the real world around you, this, like, strange alien chamber with your companions, like, some of them now standing, some of them, like, attacking the other creatures in this chamber, but you still see or feel yourself sitting, and you know there's something behind you, and you feel your body is just, like, still just, like, almost, like, paralyzed with its resistance to movement, but you look, you twist your neck around just enough, and just a dispersal of mist from where you're sitting, and you are now suddenly standing directly behind this creature that was moments ago chomping on your brain.
But I can't just stay mist, right? Like, I turn
Nope,
to
it's
mist,
just a
go where
token.
I'm going,
Yeah.
and then I'm... Okay.
That's your
Got
action and bonus action, so we'll say that wraps up for you.
You got out of that
Done.
shit.
I think we still have one left
Yeah,
to go.
2. Well,
Oh,
X.
And X.
X.
X gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you. Can I cast... I have a sense that I'm being eaten by something behind me. It's touching me. Can I cast mold earth under myself to dig like a 5-foot hole so I just drop?
From what you've experienced of the real world, it is not Earth.
Ah! Well, in that case, we don't necessarily like that one, but I saw my old friends do it. I'll cast Ray of Frost behind my head.
Alright.
19.
That hits.
What are you doing?
That's a great question. Looking for this. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Cold. Frozen.
Oh, it freezes them? Doesn't stab them with ice?
Yeah, it's like freezing cold and like
Yeah.
frostbite damage.
That's a
and
different
they
spell.
They have their movement reduced, I think.
Yep, by 10.
Yeah, you feel like you see in this moment, you like cast the spell, and like you see nothing behind you in the illusory world, and as soon as like you release the energy of the spell, it like strikes something. You can see just like the little proto tentacles just in the vision of your top of your vision, like your bangs just flowing in the wind. And this thing is like struck back, and you hear this like shriek and these like clicking noises as it like stumbles back from you. Yes, Poppy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, one sec.
Cool. And then X. What do you guys want to do with X?
Oh, he's out, right? He's
Not
in
yet.
the real world.
Oh, is he? I forgot. I forgot where I'll do it for where X ended up.
He did.
I don't think he came out. I think he saw through
But
first.
you said two. Oh, those two.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I think he saw through it but didn't actually get out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then he left before he had a chance to try
Yeah.
anything.
That's right. So he'll, unless you guys have an alternative, we'll just make an attack.
Huh?
He also has some spells and stuff. Are you guys looking at?
Yeah.
X? Okay.
Yeah.
It's loud though.
I probably.
I'll just
What
watch.
about just
Yeah.
burning a
Sorry.
protection from evil and good?
Oh.
Ooh. I could do it. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. That sounds like something he would
good.
do. With his first level spell slot that he has one more of.
So many warlocks.
And he's saving it for ceremony.
Ceremonies. He really wanted to get that in the game. He wanted to wed two of you so you'd have a bonus 2 AC for 7 days if you're in 30 feet of each other. It's so funny. Yeah, he holds up the toenail sword and says, "Friend of Lathander, protect me!" And you see this like shimmering like first like gold, but then it kind of fades into this sort of toe fungus sort of yellow like energy ring around X. And in that moment, we'll give this thing a little check. Yeah, it seems to just push back the creature, and for a moment X just looks around oh, new place again. Oh, friends, and sees you guys, and then slowly notices the hole in the top of their head and the repulsed creature behind them. And we'll say they're out of the danger as well.
We made it.
We did it.
So why don't you guys all roll initiative?
Yay!
Yours
You
is
asked
plus
the two a
2.
little
Yeah.
earlier. It was
My
17
initiative
plus
plus
3.
2?
Yep. Roll it, but don't say anything yet. Mark will yell at you if you say it before he's ready for it.
He won.
Woo! All right.
He's done it before.
Ready. What did Ren? What'd you get?
8.
Ren with the 8. Poppy, what'd you get?
Plus 2.
Yara, what'd you get?
10.
10 for Yara.
Oh, I gotta roll for
X, what'd you get?
18 plus 2, 10, 20.
20. Nicely done. Okay. Alright, everybody. Here's a D4 being rolled. This is a very important D4. As you hear the stomping steps of Mother.
Oh, God,
coming
no.
your way.
Oh, she is coming.
4, 4, 4, 4.
4!
Yay! We did it.
Balfour, you're up first.
Am I? Oh,
You got a 23?
a 20.
Oh, you guys tied for 20 with X. You tied for 20 with X, so we'll
He's
start
got
with
plus
this.
2, so I think that's you.
Yeah, I got plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna bite. Gentleman right behind me. I have advantage on
Yeah,
the
back tactics.
That's a 15. That's a 4. So,
Okay.
20. Cool.
Are you biting the one behind X?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine, right in his butt.
But
Is
bitten.
the one in the middle dead?
It's down on the ground, that's not dead.
Okay.
One is 5 plus 3 is 8. Piercing damage.
Nicely done.
If the target's a creature, it must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
That's a failure. Gets knocked prone.
And
You put it down.
probably gonna get an attack of opportunity, but that's fine. I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, quick attack of
Quick
opportunity with
little thing.
disadvantage.
Is the one in the middle the same
The
kind of
20 and a
creature?
1.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It is.
Did you say that? Okay.
Yeah, anything that isn't you guys is basically a similar creature. They're
Okay.
all the same
They're
thing.
baby mama.
Do I recognize this creature?
I don't know.
Why would you?
Well, I don't. I'm a wolf. It's food.
Ah!
It looks good. Cool.
These are pretty exotic creatures. If anybody wants to know if they've seen them before, once they're in this space, they give me a history check, DC 20. Otherwise, they look pretty weird to you.
Okay. So no, didn't see it in the village.
Yeah, you were pretty secluded, reclusive little upbringing.
Cool. I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. And then we have X.
He's going to take out his toe rapier like he's always wanted and say, "Oh, there's a thing behind me," and stab at it with advantage because it's on the floor. Oh, you poor bastard. 11 to hit?
11 does not hit.
Yeah.
With advantage?
He rolled a natural 1 and a 6, so maybe don't roll those dice again, Joel.
Alright. Anything else?
Does he have any bonuses that he'd like to use at the moment? No.
Curse or hex or something like that.
He has Hexblade Curse, but I mean, at this point, I don't know why he would use it at the moment. I think that's it.
Okay. That ends your turn. We go to the pubescent mind flayers. They are going to stand and stand.
Damn it.
And then we have 1, 2, 3. So alright, so we have mind flayer, mind flayer, mind flayer, mind flayer, mind flayer. I think. So we still have 5 mind flayers.
Yes.
It's Flare, not Flayer.
It is
F-L-A-Y-E-R.
Oh, right.
Flare.
Okay.
Not flare.
Flay something.
Not a light. Woo! Woo! Oh, good old Rick.
Oh, mind flayer Rick.
I always think it's mind
hear one
flayer.
of them just like
That's a fun spell.
shout out into this space in like a telepathic communication. Quick, kill them before Mother gets here! And they begin to try and kill you all.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, these little guys, they're gonna do what they have training to do, and that's gonna start with these two. This is a Poppy, right?
That's a poppy.
These
Yeah.
two are casting magic missile at you, Poppy.
Okay.
So
That's
that's,
a spell I
2d4
recognize.
plus 2 damage. That is unavoidable. You take 8 points of force damage. This that's these two. This one is going to turn around and is going to cast a like firebolt at you, Yarrow.
Oh no!
I'm a plant.
Oh, it's so close it actually disadvantage, but it's still gonna hit. What does it actually damage do? It takes 6 points of fire damage.
So just I subtract 6 points. Oh, do we still have the
Yeah.
temporary
This
one?
one.
You still have those temporary
Those
hit points.
two.
So
yeah,
just
temporary
use
hit
them
points.
all
That's so
up.
much
Yes.
farther to go to kill Joel. This one, these two are going to cast
Who's Joel?
mage armor on themselves. These two
You
here.
should always cast that first.
You should always cast mage armor before dinner,
That's what Joel's did.
and that's their turn. And that this is all round 1 of 4. Yarrow, you're up.
Save it for love.
Oh, me.
Euro.
What's armor if I get this again?
It's a
It
spell
sounds
that
ice.
gives you ice armor to protect yourself. And there he goes.
I get ice armor?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I already have armor on.
Yeah, but this, like, so it gives
More
you.
armor?
Actually, not a bad idea right now. So, it gives you temporary hit points. So you'll have more to not get killed with.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
It seems like a good idea. to
Yeah.
use. And
So
it
you
doesn't
get
count
10
for my
temporary hit
spells.
points. Yeah, it doesn't cover your spells. And then it does damage to whoever attacks you and hits you while you still have 10 temporary hit points left over.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's my one action.
Yes, that is your action.
Do I get to do another thing? Is
You have
that-
a bonus action that I don't think you can use to do much else at the moment. Gotta go back to this real quick.
What do you do, Yarrow?
You chose right though.
I'm gonna use the armor of Agathis.
Nice. You can imagine it not as ice, but as like you growing like this thorny layer around you of like thorny vines and such. And then when people come near you or attack you,
You get.
get thorned.
Thorn them up in their noses.
So now I get 10 temporary hit points.
Correctamundo. Remember, anytime anybody hits you while you still have those 10,
Mm-hmm.
they take 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like, would waste these guys.
And that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
All right.
Pretty much.
Okay. Ren.
Can I move?
Yes, you can move.
If I move, though, they could do something to me?
If you move away from this one right in front of you, it might attack you. They haven't proven themselves very good at melee attacking. So you'd probably be safe, but you may not.
Okay. I just feel like it'd be better to be further away, but is that not how
You're in
it
a
works?
pretty confined space here.
I mean, there's
So
not
no matter
much
where
further
you
away.
went, they could get to you and attack you if they wanted
Oh,
to.
okay. So that doesn't really help. Okay.
Unless you wanted to
Never
go
mind,
explore
then I'm
the
done.
sphincter.
Don't go explore the sphincter alone.
I don't
Always
need
take a
any
friend
more
with you.
enemies at the moment.
Smart.
That's it.
Ren. On deck.
It's my turn. Take advantage of the advantage. I'm gonna grab my staff and swing it around behind me to hit the person behind me with two hands instead of one. $16 hit.
That is.
You too.
Nothing but trouble. 4 points of damage.
That was like the best book title I've ever heard it.
Sorry, which one are you attacking?
The one behind me.
So you're
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
And you're taking this one?
Yeah. Who already took 8 points of damage earlier.
Yeah.
And 6 more.
That one is destroyed.
Yes! I bop him, and I bop him good. Yeah, you can go pee. After he's done been bopped, I'm gonna move. Oh, that seems like a bad choice. Yeah, you can do that. But then yeah. F it. Moving right here.
Nice.
Yeah, that actually works really well for me.
Yeah, no attacks of opportunity or anything. Awesome. Anything else?
That I'm gonna yell and say, "Careful now, mother's coming."
They say, if Mother finds us, Mother finds you, and she won't be happy.
You underestimate me.
Papa, you're up.
Poppy. I thought you said
You said
Popeye.
Poppy, right?
Yeah, Poppy.
I heard Popeye.
I said Popeye.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's like what you said.
You squeeze out a can of spinach.
Yeah, I'm going to. The middle one is still upright.
Yeah.
Which middle one? This
Yeah.
one or this one?
Yeah, there was the one in the middle that was not connected to any of your brains, and then there was the other one that was
Yeah.
thrown into the middle that's almost dead.
I was gonna attack the one that wasn't connected to anyone's brain
Right on.
with my trusty axe.
Or trusty what?
Yeah.
Alright, this is a 17th hit.
That'll do.
And 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. You cleave
Nothing
through the
I killed one.
brain-eating mind flayer, utterly cleaving it apart, and it is destroyed as well.
Poppy lets out a scream of anger. And rage.
Everybody takes Poppy's rage so seriously.
I really do.
That pint-sized anger.
Is she a barbarian?
Yeah, what is Poppy?
What was that? No.
No, like, well, smites. She
Oh, okay.
Smite. Are you
Yeah.
paladin?
She's a paladin.
Nice.
Sick.
Alright.
Great.
That brings us to round 2.
Oh no.
With Volfer starting us off.
Is Stro gonna show up at some point? For mother.
And be thinking about what X is going to do as they are on
He's
deck.
going to give it to you.
Give it to you.
Thank you for reminding me that I am trying to figure out what X is going to do.
Just like in a blood rage over everyone hurting my friends, I'm going to leap to the closest target and bite
Ooh.
down as hard as I can. That's a 21 to
Mhm.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
9 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
DC
That's-
13 strength saving throw.
That's to the one that's biting, that was biting,
Yes.
Yeah, Yarrow, original. Yeah.
alright, and it did how much? 9?
Yep.
Nice. And save, strength save?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
13.
Falls
I know
prone.
that pie is so fucking
Nice.
good.
Oh, that.
And then I
I'm trying
use
to
my
eat it.
turn.
You growl, bite, and pull,
as much
ripping
as you
this
want.
thing's robes and
Otherwise it's
tearing
just
it,
two of
pulling
us
to the
eating.
ground. And X, time to give it to us.
X gonna give it to you.
Where is X? He's got a person behind him. I mean, what are the odds? Sorry, thinking out loud in my head, what would be more fun for everybody, including me?
Are there 3 left?
There's 2. Yeah, there's 3 left.
Okay.
Since there's 2 people within 5 feet of him, he's going to cast Thunderclap.
What?
And they have to make a DC 13 con save.
Which
All of
one is
us?
X?
He's the devilly looking one
Okay.
who's summoning his
Perfect. So two what saves?
con saves. 13.
Alright. Red. It's a con. I don't think that I'll do a +1. So that ends up being a 14. Second one gets a 9.
Yay! He rolled a 6! 6 damage.
6 damage. And no damage on a success, or
Yes, none.
So
It is a
6
cantrip.
damage to the one that you threw over your head. Tell me how you destroy that with your spell.
A gong of Lathander is rung. It sounds like the clipping of a great toenail and their ears bleed from the disgusting sound as it clinks across the air and wanders onto the ground somewhere unseen for someone to step on later.
The sword is like flipped off and it just flings off into the distance. Fantastic. That one, it's starts just like blood starts like pouring out of its like tentacles and stuff. Like there's some sort of injury, some internal injury that's expressing itself through its tentacles and stuff, and it just like falls over dead. That one is gone.
Love it.
Anything else for X?
That's gonna be it for now.
Okay. We have these creatures again. We've got this one. We have this. That's a friend.
That's me.
It's a friend.
So we're just down to these
Two.
two?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my poor babies.
My babies.
Alright, we have one of them that has mage armor, and that one on the ground is. Okay. They are. This one is going to. The free one is going to cast. Magic. I do love magic missile because it's effective, and it's the first spell they learned.
Baby's first spell.
It's gonna cast magic missile at X, I think, right in front of him. So it'll be.
Yeah, you roll those ones.
No. 3 points of force damage. Feel the burn. Feel the power of my mind. The other one is going to get up, and it is going to cast fog cloud in this entire room.
Oh no.
Everybody's vision is obscured. You are. Does it make you effectively? It's just obscured vision, right? Yeah, heavily obscured, so you're effectively blind in this environment. And this one is going to run. Mother, help us!
Those look like opportunity attacks to me.
That's 3 opportunity attacks. It's going to put itself. They are at disadvantage as you are blinded. So Yarrow,
If I have,
you know who you are.
if I
You
have
get to attack
tactics,
it, but with disadvantage.
I have advantage on attack rolls against the creature if at least one of my allies is within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Does that cancel out the disadvantage?
Yeah.
What about our flanking? Because me and Yarrow are also flanking it when it left.
Your attack of opportunity would happen like when it was like.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't leave. So
you
hit
guys
him,
would
yes.
get it.
I wouldn't.
I mean, it's as it leaves, so I would say that Yarrow has advantage. This one does not. This one would.
That's
Well,
the
this one
pack
would not,
tactics.
'cause
Okay.
This one doesn't activate till it goes there. So Yarrow, you have advantage on your.
So you just roll
attack.
1 instead of
Wait,
yeah.
1 or 2? For
Well,
each?
it's disadvantage because of the
Oh,
fog.
yeah, okay.
Neutralized because of.
So that's 14.
Just roll
plus-
your
Twelve.
attack. Yeah.
So it's 19.
19 to hit. That
17.
hits. 17 to hit.
Do I get this?
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So 20. Yeah, whatever plus 6 is.
23.
23 to hit for Yarrow.
That hits.
And then you roll 1d8 of damage. Is that
How many
one?
people hit this one?
I rolled 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, you did.
11
11 to hit.
piercing. No.
11
it's a
damage.
11 damage to hit. So it's a 19 to hit and 11 damage.
And mine was 23.
Plus 1.
This baby mind
So
flayer.
this is really
you can
8?
see this
Yep.
this mind flayer is a like fully grown old adult human male with like a beard and stuff. That's you can see the tentacles are like protruding and growing out of. This creature, whatever it is, you get the sense that it is very young, despite its body, and it is hacked and cut and ripped by thorns until it is utterly destroyed.
Yes.
You killed another child. Hope you're happy, you monsters.
I'm very happy.
And that's its turn, shouting for mother, trying to flee but being cut down in its attempt to run.
Nowhere to run to,
The other
baby.
one passed.
to live and repent of its ways.
And then we go on to Yarrow. And then
Oh,
Ren,
that
you're
wasn't
on
my
deck.
turn.
Is the fog cloud gone?
Yeah, the one that cast it is the one that just died. So yeah, the fog like bursts into space, fills the environment, and everybody's just like, oh shit, it's like so like obscure and everything. The thing dies, and you can see like that fog just like almost like just dissipates instantly, like before the creature falls to the ground dead, like its head falling off of its shoulders. The fog is once again gone. It lasted a total of like 4 seconds.
I feel like something weird's going on with these night players, though.
Does this
Like
only
what?
work on Fey presences?
Like,
Oh no, that's where you got that from. It's like
that they're
Oh, that's
casting
what that's-
spells,
that's the what
and
it's
then they have
called.
something called
So
fire.
it stuns everybody if they make that save. I think I put that
Okay.
somewhere else too. I meant
So there's one left, and I'm nowhere near it.
you can
Right?
walk over
Or can
there,
I go there?
or you can shoot it with an Eldritch Blasty Blast.
Yeah, you have range attacks that can reach it. You can also
Oh,
reach
okay.
it. You can walk over there and reach it.
Yeah.
So you could do
Okay.
that or
You can-
that or that.
You could even get like.
I can't scare people now.
No, that's the same thing as this. This is scare or charm people.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll do the Eldritch Blast again, because that is there
It's
a
effective.
distance that I.
120 feet. You got
Oh,
forever.
So it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Eldritch blast it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's what does have the armor.
Oh.
She rolled a natural 20!
Plus 6.
Oh, this one is made. Better set Shell up so she's not disappointed.
Yeah.
20. So what that means is you're gonna do max damage, and you get to roll the dice and add it on top of that.
So that's
So I got 10 plus.
I think that's like what 10 plus your charisma plus
Plus
the results of
5.
this guy.
Dang.
Because you get to add your charisma modifier to your Eldritch Blast shot, so that's going to be 15, so like 19 points of damage.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's right. You don't need to
Okay.
confirm anything.
Okay.
I was hoping maybe Joel might check that for me, but we're good.
Oh, what?
I
Sorry.
think that checks out.
Yeah.
And it's
My-
immaterial regardless because
That's
you've
charisma.
blown
Yeah.
past this thing's HP. Why don't you do you want to describe for us a little bit of how Yarrow destroys this thing with your magic attack from range?
What's it look like?
What
Kills
does
this
an
creature.
Eldritch Blast do?
It's whatever you want it to be really, but in this case, like it's kind of like a focus of some sort of energy or something, like a projectile blast of like magic of some kind. But you can really
Okay.
flavor it to be whatever
Yeah.
you want it to be.
Okay. It's like all these little seeds, and they go in, and they just like grow roots into
It's like
it.
a super minigun of seeds going
Uh-huh.
And it just grows plants out of it.
Mm-hmm.
just like ripping it to pieces,
Gets
and you see like different
consumed
chunks
by
of it
the
like
plant.
sailing off with tiny little sprouting like seeds, like already like growing out of it. There is this horrific display of just mutilated flesh with tiny little seeds growing out of it all across the wall behind the creature and the floor. Fantastic. You guys beat my creatures at the end of round 2. That
Yay.
means you have 12 seconds
Oh.
before Mother arrives.
We don't. Okay.
You
Okay.
hear the approach of Mother.
And there's only
Steps
one way in.
on this in this strange place, heavy steps that you've heard before
Oh,
through
good
the
point.
echoing illusions of your
Good
mind.
point.
Mother is coming.
Can we? Didn't you say earlier this is like that's a sphincter and the walls are like something alive? Can we cut through? Can we cut a different opening?
Yeah, and the walls you've seen and the floor, the ceiling, it's all somewhat fleshy. And then you see that there are like all these like weird like pod things on the walls. There's some sort of like drain now that you've had a moment in the center of this chamber that seems to be also potentially have sphincter-like, little like mini pieces in it that can like open to receive the slurry of flesh and blood that might need to be consumed in this chamber. You know that the walls might be tough, but those little like alcoves might be something you can interact with. Interestingly, the drain on the floor certainly presents like if there's like sphincters here, there might be like tubes or something that go deeper below or something if you wanted to find an escape other than the main door. But you see those things. Anything else you'd like to like? Yeah, in this moment, that's what you see. I think in response to your question about like the flesh and like the flesh of the walls and your ability to like pass through it. We'll call this the investigation.
She makes a good point. There's only one way in or out. You better find something good. And I'm gonna run out the sphincter.
Are you gonna go out?
I'm buying you all time.
Oh, I was thinking like go on either side of it so we can attack it when it comes.
That's just also.
But I
a
don't
plan.
want to be alone. I want to go with.
You are not alone. He is alone. As you like reach towards it, like you have to just like put your hand into the center of the sphincter where the flesh meets, and you start like pushing in, like start pulling, and you find that with enough strength you can squeeze through, ejecting yourself into the other side of the portal.
We're not.
You guys have seen one of your members, Ren, has left this chamber entirely, having been swallowed by the sphincter and ejected to the other side.
I hate when that happens.
What would the rest of you guys like to do?
Poppy follows him.
One more. Two of you pass through the sphincter into the beyond.
I mean, I guess it'd be better to be somewhere they don't expect me to be.
I'm a dumb wolf.
You have your intelligence.
You have your own intelligence,
Thank
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
that'll just let you keep your mental stats and stuff.
I don't like being trapped. I want to run.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going through the sphincter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to, and I feel like X definitely would have.
Yeah.
I don't think X would
One after another, you guys dart through the sphincter.
As soon as I get through, though, just to be clear, I immediately am going to I'm going to roll stealth and try to find something.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
As one.
Can I do
yeah,
my
Poppy, what are you gonna
invisibility?
I'm also
Yeah.
trying to see if there's something small that I can dart.
Are you exiting the sphincter or this chamber? Or are you
I
staying
already
in?
ran out.
Oh, you already did. You already did. That's right. You did.
Call
But
it out
before
now.
I
So
run
that's
out,
everybody.
before I run out, though, I'm gonna do invisibility.
Is the spell slot for it?
Yeah.
Oh, does that use up one of my last ones? So I couldn't do any more spells.
Yeah, but you still have.
all the times to use this ability. This is it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
a good
yeah.
time to turn invisible.
I'm gonna do it.
But the thing is, though,
You turn invisible.
Then
You
I can't
see-
attack anything, right?
that's
While
level
I'm
2.
invisible?
Can't you turn? No, wait.
Yeah, it's level 2 spell.
Never mind.
Level
Good.
2 multiple. If you do anything like significant, like attack or cast a spell, you'll lose your invisibility, but otherwise you have it for an hour.
But once I lose it,
It's
it's gone.
Yeah,
I
you-
can't like
you can't
get
just,
the
like, pop in and
remainder
out
of the
or
hour.
anything, no. Yeah,
If only.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
One
well, then I
after
won't be
another.
very helpful.
You guys slip through.
Well,
the
if you want to
sphincter.
live.
In this moment, you hear the pounding steps of Mother coming closer. Just about to bend or around the bend in the little like fleshy hallway you find yourselves in. You have one chance to buy yourselves some time. You can either, well, unless you want to fight Mother directly, but if you wish to hide, you have just this one last round because I rolled a 4 on that d4. This is your last moment. You can hide and flee from Mother, or it seems like you can face Mother. One of your party is already invisible.
Well, and he hid, and didn't.
I'm just setting that
Occupied.
moment up so he can
Uh-huh.
confirm that's what he wants to do after I've
Oh,
added this
okay.
additional context. But
Got it,
I
got it.
assume that's
I look around and I'm very upset by the fact that they all followed me out here. But thought there was a way out in there. Okay.
That's fine. And I'm gonna start running the opposite direction of the.
okay. You can give me a stealth check. Anybody that wants to follow can do the same.
Let me just look up.
Yo, what's
something real
it?
quick.
What are we like? Are there multiple ways to go?
In this moment, you come into a tunnel, a fleshy tunnel. In one direction, you hear the loud steps of Mother approaching. The other, you hear nothing nearly as worrying that you can assess in this moment. This
Okay.
second and second and second. Like
I'll
you
follow
need to
and
do
run.
something now.
I follow.
Anybody that wishes to follow Poppy can give me a stealth check.
I don't know which dice to roll.
Do
This
I
is
need to do
likely
a stealth check if
The
I'm
last
invisible?
roll of the game.
Yeah.
You can, go ahead and roll as well.
Do you get advantage? No, you don't get advantage if you're invisible.
I just take that into consideration for the creature.
Oh my god! No way!
Yeah.
You both did not get that.
19. Damn.
I rolled a 19. I got a 21.
Poppy,
Oh,
what'd you
did
get?
anybody roll X?
No.
I got a 14.
Okay, that's more reasonable. Thank
X
you.
got
X
7.
gave it to him.
14. So your total. Sorry, your total's 14.
14.
So 14 total.
23 total.
23.
22? No, 21.
I have 22.
You have 22, yeah.
Okay.
She rolled a natural 20, got
And
22.
then X rolled a 17.
And that would put him.
Gun, give it to me.
He gonna give it to you. Sad news. He has disadvantage because of his armor. You gotta roll one more for him.
Oh, leave that.
Yeah.
11.
13. Oh. We almost got out of there.
You guys turn from the sounds of Mother approaching and flee, searching for any space you can find to duck into, to hide, to find some distance, some protection from this creature and any of these other strange monstrosities that have been feeding upon you. Each of you suffering desperately from the discomfort and pain as like you're coming out of whatever paralysis and stuff. Is like you're becoming more and more aware of the pounding pain of your head, where they had begun to at least lick the curves of your brain. You guys flee from Mother. You hear the steps of Mother approaching as you flee as quiet as you can down the other hallway. You hear the slide of the wet flesh of the portal sphincter opening. And you can feel now, not hear any longer, the psychic wailing of fury and anger from Mother as she sees her dead children and begins to storm about the place looking for whoever slayed these poor precious babies of hers. But yet, with that group total of some incredible rolls, 5 of you, like rats, descend into the dark places of this ship.
Ship?
As you roam from chamber to chamber until finally you see looks to be another sphincter that you open, showing just spreading it.
Oh god.
You showing a clear panel and nothing but a dark void beyond.
Oh no.
for now, your characters have survived and live like stowaways aboard whatever this thing is, this fleshy prison. I really did not think any of you guys were going to make it through this.
Oh yeah! Woo!
And that was the game of